All right then. So, new campaign because Ustalav didn't work out because there were just not enough people for that kind of game.
Also, I am putting a temporary. I'm putting my mage game on a temporary hiatus. I will eventually get back to it
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
because I am physically fucking dying.
Oh no.
Oh, well, that
Well,
doesn't sound like it's very
Probably
good.
not
Anyway.
dying, but I'm pretty exhausted.
That's fair. Anyway, new game. We're playing Changeling, or we will try to, or probably die trying to. Right. The
Hey, we do
setting.
not have a single she. We have nobody from House Fiona.
It is
We're probably gonna make it.
It is a gigantic sausage fest.
Yup.
With Mitchell, Connor, and Chicken White, and the other two will hopefully join at a later date.
Not Ben though.
Not Bando, yeah.
He's a nerd.
Anyway, the setting is the year is 1991, middle of the summer, June to be exact, in South Dakota, in a town called Dogditch. It is a quaint little town. Lots of things to see if the things you like to see are trees, and that's basically it, to be honest.
Oh shit, we have trees?
Can't
You have
stop,
some,
bitch. We
you
got
have some
trees.
You have some trees. Small trees. Actually, where are my notes? One moment.
I ate them. I was hungry.
That sounds like you, yeah. No, I made notes. I mean, I remember them most of them. There we go. The town has basically everything you need to in order to grow up here. Not that everyone want to, but some people don't have a choice. It has one high school, about 3 blockbusters right next to each other. Still going strong, owned by the same guy. And one very small cinema that still gets recent-ish movies. So for 1991, you would know the blockbusters. You would have seen them if you are at all interested. It also has a single brand new mall, which is basically empty, but it has like 3 Starbucks and a Hot Topic, so what more do you want? Anyway,
It's a local assembly place for mall rats, which is
Our
basically every teenager.
our characters are all teenagers. None over the age of 18, I think, guys?
I think
Bruh.
I'm
Yeah,
the oldest
sounds
at
about right.
17.
I think so
Probably.
too. Until Zephy comes in playing a drifter.
So we've got weird hobo dude.
I cannot wait for that, to be honest. I cannot fucking wait. When he comes in on his bike, that will turn into a magic horse or some shit.
Magical
Anyway.
fairy princess.
We start
Fucking-
with...
Piskies.
Who should we start with? Because it doesn't really
Hmm.
matter to me. Let's roll. Let's roll it. Yeah, let's roll the dice. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's see where we
Yeah.
start. We roll a D3 because I'm not going to start. And it's a 2, chicken white.
Hey. So what?
Tell me where you want to start. I will describe where you are.
Okay. I probably want to start in either the mall or the trailer park where I live.
Then let's go to trailer park.
Hey.
So let's say it's relatively early morning and you wake up at home. Home in your
Then
case is an old RV, I want to say. Like a decades old RV, which hasn't been on the road in a long, long, long time.
It's on cinder blocks.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. Like there's no engine anymore. That's been sold long time ago. It's just gone.
Oh yeah, repurposed for. I want to say
We come to that.
cooking materials.
We will come to that. We will come to that. Your bed is in the upper part of it, in the little sleeping cabin thing.
Oh shoot! I got a bed.
Mattress. Your mattress.
Shit.
Your
Pile of
mattress.
laundry.
Probably no sheets.
No, she
Or a
has, because you
blanket.
have sheet. Actually, no, you would have sheets. Not barbarians.
Yeah, we got sheets.
You wake up to the sounds of the neighborhood, by which I mean yelling, dogs barking, other dogs barking back, the occasional really horny cat meowing loudly. The first,
Hey, what
the
the
first,
fuck?
the first yells of small children and their parents as they get ready for school, work, whatever. No, the usual like, what's a good name? Like, Tommy, get in here. You have to eat breakfast before you go to school. That sort of shit. Now, of
But
course,
I don't
you
want
don't.
him, Ma.
Yeah. Now, of course, you don't have those issues because you're homeschooled, as any any hot-blooded
As any
American
proud,
should
hot-blooded American should
should
be.
be. Yes, homeschooled in a trailer park by method parents. That's the that's the thing to strive for. So
Yes.
anyway, you wake up. What do? I will not tell you if you have like an alarm or something. That's for you to decide.
I wake up, I stretch, I blearily paw at my clock, which was once an alarm, but it broke a long time ago, mostly because I smashed it real hard. And I squint at it through the early hazes of 12 o'clock. And
No,
then I sit up
I
and
just
stretch.
said they get ready for school. It's a bit early.
Fair enough. Alright, so what? It's like around 7-ish?
6 or 7-ish, yeah.
Alright.
But it's the middle of summer, so the sun has been up for a couple hours already. It's all bright. It's very nice.
Shanty looks at his around 6 or 7-ish showing clock and he goes, "Oh, shoot.
All of them showing different
I
times.
just I underslept again."
Oh my god, that's all very good
And
stuff.
then he sits up and stretches because he's not going to be able to fall asleep again with all the hustle and
Yeah.
bustle of the outside. Plus, there's a new day!
Describe your character.
Right. By all accounts and purposes, Chanticleer Coy looks like he should be really tall and really lanky. He's only got one of those down. He is really lanky, but somehow his body forgot to get the whole tallness note. So he's often confused for a school kid. Let's just say it like that.
And
He's
how
got dirty
old?
blonde hair. He's hang on. He's 15 years old.
Clearly not a school kid anymore.
Clearly not a school kid anymore. Shoo, I graduated from my pa's homeschooling like 2 years ago.
See that.
Anyway, he is not particularly sharp-witted, but he is exceedingly kind. And he has a smile that seems to radiate this. It is extremely contagious. He has a tiny speckling of freckles over his pointed little nose and intense green eyes, which were mostly called intense by all the girls who thirst so hard for boys that they will describe the color of their eyes as intense.
Okay.
He's
What a
purdy. He is a real purdy.
what a weirdly personal thing to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously, no experience in this.
Weirdly specific. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Anyway, he rolls out of bed, well, mattress, and starts pulling on his clothes. Okay, he smells them briefly before he goes,
still good.
that's still wearable. He pulls on his 4 days old shirt and jeans that we're not really sure ever were washed, but by now it's really not an issue anymore.
But of course, as your parents would tell you, you're not supposed to wash jeans.
Exactly.
It takes out all their specialness, their strength. Plus, they might disintegrate.
Mm-hmm. All you got to do is just walk out in a light shower with them.
Yeah, just wait until it rains.
Yeah.
That's God's shower.
That seems to be the laundry format for all of Shanty's clothes. Anyway, when he's done clothing, he tries his very best to see if he can sneak out of the house, grabbing a slightly overripe banana on his way.
You as you descend from the sleeping cabin into the RV's kitchen area, you glimpse a glimpse. No, that's wrong.
Glimpse.
You glimpse outside through the half-shuttered window, and you see one of your parents, your father. By the looks of it, getting ready for work. By which I mean he's packing little plastic bags into a larger plastic bag. And he put on his best suit? For lack of a better word.
He put on his best wife beater.
He is in terms of in terms of the meth dealing business, he looks very, very proper, very firm today. You think he has an
Shan-
important? You would think he has an important meeting, but
Shanty can even see he shaved. Wow.
well, he did shave 2 days ago, but that's still good for him.
Exactly. That's the same.
So you would think he has an important meeting with a new client. So you also know it's better to not disturb him right now. He gets easily distracted.
All the
So
better. Shanty was gonna sneak out anyway. Because, sometimes you don't wanna, do your quote unquote job.
yes,
Standing
you
in the
also know
smelly.
he would try to take you with him to help at the store you're supposed to inherit. Store here in the Vegas sense.
And also, Shanty doesn't really want to do business meetings at 6 o'clock. They upset his. Getting threatened early on from the day always upsets my tum.
Yes. Clearly, this is a working class family right here. Your mother,
Blue collar.
meanwhile, nowhere to be seen. Probably still out.
So Shanty grabs his banana and puts his best mischievous grin on and starts tippy-toeing out the door, trying to close it as quietly behind him as possible, which is impossible as it squeaks like a very talkative garden gate.
It squeaks and slams back against the RV and opens again slowly, but that's as good as it goes.
Shanty puts one finger on it and squeaks it back, but then decides against it and just starts sneak running away. It's off to the mall. He's got all of $2 to spend on something.
Wow, you have saved that up for weeks, I bet. You
Oh
run
yeah.
you run towards the first deeper into the trailer park because the further part of the town is on the other end of it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, while you do that, we cut across to about two or three streets away from the trailer park to Mitchell's character, who lives in
All
a
right.
quick here. It's an okay neighborhood. 20 years ago, it was decidedly middle class, very prosperous, very proper, very nice place to live in. Now, not so much anymore. It's not exactly overrun with like drug dealers and stuff because, quite frankly, there aren't that many in town. But it's not. I wouldn't call it a shithole, but it has seen better days. Uh, I want to say, if you move out there, chances are you're not getting replaced by another tenant. This place is just dying.
It's
Mitchell's
just it's not yet a shithole, it's just light farting hole.
It is becoming a shit. It's in the process of becoming a shithole. Right?
Lightly passing gas hole.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, Mitch's
Uh,
house is one of the worst ones. His family has lived here for easily 20 years, more probably. His parents having moved in when they first got together, then having the first child in these very walls
In the
until
walls? Jesus, this is becoming
in
a
the
horror.
in the walls they crawled in like between the walls to have a baby natural, nothing with this hospital shit.
Hissed at the midwife when she came around.
Like I said, a natural birth.
yeah,
No,
you
no.
know,
They had,
the
you
way it
know
was
very well what
intended.
I mean when I say in these walls. They had
Yes.
their first child there. And for a while, everything was just fine. Until it wasn't anymore. But Mitch can fill us in. Or rather, his character, Kevin.
Kevin.
Just Kevin, no last name given. No, wait, you have a last name now.
Yeah, that I just
Kevin
horribly
McAllister.
misspelled because I don't know how to spell
That's
things.
okay. It's a last name. It can be spelled whatever. Kevin McAllister. Uh,
You
we cut
see,
to we cut to a young man in actually that's for you to decide. Nita. We cut to a young man doing what?
you see, today is a very, very important day for Kevin. Because last night was when he finally decided that he's no longer going to put up with all of this bullshit. That he is going to leave town and never come back.
Baby, come back.
Which, knowing how, or which considering his family life is quite literally for the best, as it hurts on a deep physical level to be around his dad ever since his mom was undone and has since been put into a uh, asylum. Uh,
You can blame it all on
So
me.
where are you right now? Like in your room, in the garage,
uh,
kitchen?
currently in my room packing.
Uh,
Uh,
you can, as you pack, you hear the dull sound of 1970s, 1980s country music blaring throughout the house. As your father, no doubt, sits in his old lazy boy, drinking his first or second beer of the day.
You know, the breakfast beer.
yeah, well, to quote Johnny Cash and likely a song that he might be listening to, the beer I
It's
had
it's
for breakfast was good, so I had
it's
one
all over
more
the
for
place. It's
dessert.
mostly just really depressing stuff like looking for love
So yeah,
or
Johnny Cash got it.
Yep.
actually that I wish that was Johnny Lee, but yeah, stuff like that. Just old stuff about lost love and lost flames and losing all hope and how the road is lonely and dirty and dusty and blah blah blah. Stuff like that. It is
You know,
incredibly depressing.
Hemingway, but with music in this rain.
Yeah. You are almost certain that in the lull between songs you can hear some soft sobbing, and
Baby
between
shoes for sale.
and
Never
between
used.
gulps. Good lord, yeah. Like this yeah. This place radiates like loneliness and sadness. But you are fed up with that, more or less.
Exactly. And this is also around the time where a handful of the restrictions that you first get as in a with a American driving license, no longer applies. So I can, you know, Drive at night. Ooh.
I want to point out here that you're perfectly okay just leaving the house at 7 a.m. in the morning and never coming back. You don't need to go out at night. You just,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the plan.
like, you will not be followed and you know it.
I mean, when
That's-
Dad's like 3 steps from being a fucking autumn person.
Yeah.
In fact, that is the reason you're running away, because you know you won't be followed. That's just, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole point.
Leaving before you will be followed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And once I have a handful of clothes and whatnot, and my toothbrush and all, I will head out into the kitchen and grab a bunch of food.
What are you grabbing?
A bunch of food.
Yeah, what food?
Uh,
I just want to paint the picture of the character here and the way he, like, the world he lives in. Because
a
obviously,
considerable,
you know.
a fairly surprising amount. So here are all of the different types of food I'm grabbing: children's cereal, the very sugary kind with the marshmallows.
Of course.
Cake mix.
Cake mix, 5 years old.
Yes, obviously. A
Unopened.
tub of icing.
Yes. Fresh.
A
Bought last week.
fresh. Fresh bought. Yes, fresh bought 3 days ago. Then a box of cookies.
You don't remember how old those are. But they're still
It'll
edible.
be fine.
They're edible.
They've got enough preservatives to last the apocalypse. Don't worry.
Orange juice.
OJ.
Because.
How about purple stuff?
No, they don't have purple stuff.
Also several also a few boxes of Kool-Aid mix.
Just to check on this, you have like no points in survival, right?
That's why I'm buying that's why I'm only bringing junk food.
You have one. You have 1 point in survival.
Oh shit! I have a point in survival. I forgot I had that.
No shit.
I know I do.
You can well,
I
that
think.
means you can tell poisonous plants from edible plants. It doesn't necessarily mean that you know what to pack for a camping trip.
Oh my god, I have 2 dots of survival.
Oh wow.
I know what to pack for a camping trip.
A few bags of chips. And honestly, that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's also about all you can find, unless you want to take your father's breakfast with you. Mind you're a bit underage, but that's just beer.
Yeah, I'll be leaving all of that.
Fair enough. Can't let your father starve.
Yeah.
And as you put all that in, I assume, a giant rucksack or something.
Yeah, or plastic bins.
Yeah, fair enough. And you make your way to your garage, to your car, which we can
Yes.
describe a bit later. You hear, between gulps of beer and the soft sobbing of your father, the music flare up again. And now we cut to, where would Connor be?
I would probably be waking up right now in a very nice.
Very nice.
Yes, while my mother is mostly absent much of the time, she works a very nice job and has a very nice home.
Oh, very nice home.
Oh, you cut
Yes.
out
You
there,
cut
so
out
we
at the
only
very-
heard
yeah.
A very nice.
A very nice.
Oh,
A very nice.
very nice.
Very
Very
nice.
nice.
God damn
All right
it.
then. Then we cut almost the entire way across town to the new, hot, and fresh and rich neighborhood of
Yeah.
this quaint little town. To a small one-family home, built obviously in the last 10 years or so at most, freshly moved in. To another. I forgot how old you are.
I recently turned 16.
So we turn to someone who is not quite a man, but no boy anymore. His own room, littered with, well, the stuff that's littered in a 16-year-old's room. Posters on the wall with, I assume, several sports teams, stuff like that. A
Fuck
lonely.
no.
No? Okay.
There's like a poster of Tony Hawk. There's like 3 posters. One's for Thrasher. One's for Dio. There's another one for the Offsprings.
Fair enough. Fair
Um,
enough. So, posters of music bands, skaters, and basically all skater paraphernalia lurking around the room.
He's got an electric guitar and an amp sitting in one corner. A whole mess of dirty laundry in another corner, and the actual clean clothing in a closet.
The quintessential home of the teenage rebel.
Yeah, a whole fucking boombox system sitting that is covered a side of his wall, and then
As
his
you're
bed, which is a mattress on the ground.
Anyway, it is by now 5 before 7 a.m. and your alarm clock rings. Your radio alarm playing
He was
Pump
a skater boy.
it's playing Pump Up the
Fuck
Jam at like full volume because you're a heavy sleeper.
I hit the snooze button for like the 5th time, but I miss and end up knocking the bucket. I knocked the alarm clock off the nightstand. I have to like grab.
It falls to the ground with a shattering sound, but it stops playing, so good work.
Fuck. Billy gets up, looks at it. It's probably fucked. I'll fucking deal with it later.
As you look at it, the little LCD display flickers shortly and then goes out.
No.
It's the last breath of the alarm clock. Then it dies.
So there's a quick shortcut of Billy getting ready in the morning. He has cereal for breakfast. He gets dressed in his usual attire, which is very baggy jeans, with a cloth held on by a cloth belt, a big hoodie with Thrasher on the front end.
I have to ask you,
And
baseball cap or no baseball cap?
no baseball cap, instead of
Oh.
beanie.
All right.
And
quite-
once
I
he's
wasn't-
ready,
I wasn't quite sure about the character, but now I am.
yeah, dog. He is recently turned 16. About 5'8", although still probably growing.
Right.
Despite still being young and going through puberty, he is very agile, very athletic. He is of Italian stock with a wide grinning face, although he is missing one of his front teeth.
Where did you lose the front teeth?
It was the last baby tooth he still had, because he is.
Okay.
I knew a guy who still had fucking baby teeth when he was 18.
I still have a baby tooth. It's never gonna
Fucking
go away.
weirdo.
Oh wow. Okay. Fair enough.
Fucking weirdo.
That's one of the
But,
reasons why I had so much trouble with my wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
All right. You learn
He
something
ended up
new every day.
losing that tooth after smashing mouth first into a curb while skating.
Sounds about right.
such as it is. And finally, he will put some random crap into a backpack and sling it over his shoulder. The backpack does not have a whole lot in it. It's more just exists for the strap so he could sling a skateboard in between it.
Fair.
And he goes out to his garage, where he has made himself a little workshop for woodworking.
Right. The garage
when
is basically empty. Normally there are like 2 cars in there, but both your parents are working. Have to
I only
afford
have
the
the one
house and all
parent.
that. So what?
I am raised by a single mom.
Okay, then yeah, okay. No, half the garage
A
is
single
yours.
parent.
The car is gone. Your mom is at work, or your dad,
Yeah.
whatever.
Mom.
Your mom is at
She-
work.
She has a corporate job that causes her to frequently travel for long periods of time.
Right. That could
So
mean
she's
anything.
probably
So
out
let's
for-
go with that.
Yeah, so she's probably gone for like a few months. He
Wow.
walks. Hey, man. He flicks on the lights and walks over to a bench where there is currently a longboard that has been compressed together various different pieces of wood over the night. He takes it off the clamps he has it in, looks it over, nods approvingly, and then puts the finishing touches as he finishes putting on the wheels. As he takes his new custom longboard, or handmade longboard, slings a second skateboard between his backpack, and then takes off out through the garage door to the mall to do stuff, he supposes. It's
Well-
summer. What the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah. Plus, you have to show off your sweet new longboard.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's got like a crazy design and shit and really cool ass wheels.
Also, in terms of doing skateboard tricks, the mall is the best place because you have a huge parking space and lots of room.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's actually got stuff to do to skate out.
Yeah, and you can
There is actually like a half-filled half pipe in his back. There is also like a hole in the half pipe where he fell through
Oh,
after
man.
since he tried to build it out of plyboard that was way too thin.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I have to get used to your characters' names. Shanty and
Yep.
so Shanty and Billy are on their way to the mall.
Yep.
And we cut back to Kevin, who should have arrived in his garage and gotten ready. All the stuff
Yep.
stashed in the car. What does your car look like? The mundane part of it.
So the mundane part of it, it looks like an old. It was once an old pickup truck. However, panels on it have been, or pretty much every panel on it at this point has been removed and replaced with a different one. Some of which not really to the same model or make of car. So it's all sorts of different colors, but mostly faded out and rusted. It's missing a passenger front door. There's meanwhile the driver's side door is mostly held together by duct tape and missing a window.
So, on a scale from it's not to fuck it's not, how street legal is it right now?
It's only it's only not street legal if anyone cares.
Fair enough. Basically, it has 4 wheels, it has an engine, it drives. What more do you want?
It's got wheels.
Mostly drives.
It'll roll.
Yeah.
One of
You
the
push it hard
headlights
enough, it'll roll.
works. One of the headlights works.
Holy shit.
Wait,
Uh,
wait. When it's supposed to?
Only when it. Yes.
Important.
Actually, no. It can't be turned off.
That's still working.
That's gonna eat the battery life. Oh my god.
That's a pickup truck.
Eh,
You can carry more batteries in the back.
True.
So it's Bobby's first car. It isn't, but it will get you where you want to go, at least for a while.
and besides, Kevin's been or before Kevin and his mom have actually been working on this thing for the better part of 10 years.
So there's a lot of history in that car. A lot of
Yeah.
sweat and probably literally blood.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
So,
tears.
some of the rusted out parts are pretty sharp.
Well then, yeah, you're ready to go, but I will assume, because you have to meet up somewhere, you will go to the mall to get some more, well, everything.
Provisions.
Food, I would suggest.
I was out of Twinkies.
Oh my god, you
Can't
can't
go
go
on a road. You go ahead.
you can't go into the wilderness without Twinkies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are your emergency rations gonna be?
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, it's illegal to go a day without them.
So, okay, so Kevin puts the car into drive. I assume I don't know cars, much less Americans, American ones. Puts the car into drive
The
and
fuck is that?
is on his way to the mall, which again is more or less on the other side of town.
Yeah.
Sort of secluded.
Well, and of course, while turning the key or while turning the ignition, it takes a little. It takes 3 tries to turn over and actually run.
Do you have a radio in that car?
Obviously.
Obviously.
The speakers are horrible quality and are more and are much more gurgles and squeaks than actual music. But it works.
Well, it's got a beat, doesn't it?
You hear the so as you start the car, a random, well, more or less a random radio station comes on because your town is in one of those areas where signals just overlap in a weird way. So it's hard to get a specific radio station, but on the bright side, you get lots of music. You don't have to worry about it. So as you
As
hear
long as
the
it's not depressing country, I'm fine.
as you hear the you back out of your garage for presumably the last time to the garbled
Hopefully.
and muffled and crackling sounds of Ice Ice Baby,
Perfect.
and you're off. And we cut back to, actually skip ahead in time, let's say half an hour, to a running Shanty,
Hey.
who now, having skipped through most of town, just ran through with the energy that only a young boy from a meth head family has. The
A young boy from a young boy with a pretty face from a trailer park family.
The exuberant energy.
You got a bird mouth.
Yes, the exuberant energy of a boy with a pretty mouth from a trailer park.
No,
As
no,
you-
you see, normally you're a 3, but in a trailer park you're a 9.
And on
Are
meth,
you kidding me? In a trailer park, I'm breaking the mold.
like numbers can't even express it anymore.
Exactly.
Anyway, you are in view of the mall, which, for all intents and purposes, okay, you know, like important buildings have this habit of towering over the neighborhood. The mall is kind of crouching. The mall is it's kind of like it's hiding from the town it's next to, and you can't blame it, having been born in this town and lived in it for years now.
But now I have spotted them all, and it is
Yes,
not going to get away from me. I make a
yes.
little skip in the air as I see it, and my heart leaps, and I hurry even more.
You
The heavy weight of my $2 clutched tightly in my palm.
yes. One or two cars roam up on the street, honk at you violently as you skip across the road, but you don't fucking care.
I wave at them and
And as
smile
for
and
you
grin.
get a well, a sort of wave back. It's only one finger, but still waving.
Counts.
It's still a friendly gesture on your world.
Definitely.
The mall itself, like I said, it has a large parking space, mostly empty. Handful of cars on it, probably the people who work there, because most of the traffic on the mall is still coming on foot. Like I said, it's only been a year and the town is rather crappy. Now,
Eh,
Shanty wouldn't know about that because he wouldn't care, but
yeah.
the whole building of the mall is it's a political thing where the mayor got paid a lot of money to put a mall in there in this place.
It's not that he wouldn't care, it's more like he wouldn't understand.
Fair enough. So yeah, the mall is not like honestly nobody in charge actually cares if the mall turns a profit. The important thing is it's there and people got paid because it's there.
Oh yeah, that like is
What
actually
do you mean?
why malls are everywhere in the states.
Yep,
It
The
was
important
literally
thing is that they
impossible
get
to build
ice
money when he
cream.
built them.
they do have ice cream. They do have ice cream. Like I said, they also have 3 Starbucks in the single mall on the same floor, 2 right across each other. It's just some
Cashiers tend
things
to send
just
each
happen.
other. The cashiers tend to send each other dirty looks, and two of them might be sending each other love notes. There's this entire feud going on.
Well, one of them was supposed to be Connor's old character. He might still be actually. So in one of the stuff
Psychopath.
we do that when you get inside the mall. But right now you're at the entrance and you see a not exactly a friend, but someone you know, an
That's a
acquaintance.
friend.
It's a friend. It's Johnny. You know Johnny from you're not quite sure from where. Johnny's the
Actually,
kind
no.
of
I know exactly where I know Johnny from.
uh,
He's the son of one of my dad's business associates. That's what we call the guys that he sells meth to.
fair enough. Let's go with that. I had something else in mind, but let's go with that.
Alright then.
Hmm.
So you knew Johnny from a young age
Yep.
as you played together in the streets with the. Give me a moment. I can't get this fucking moth. God damn it. Anyway, as you played in the streets while your parents did business dealings, and you have fond memories of running away from the approaching sirens every once in a while.
Good times.
Good times.
Bonding experiences.
Now, over
I
the last few
immediately.
years, you grew apart a bit with you, well, getting groomed to take over the family business, more or less, and not wanting to, but career families, you know how it is. Whereas Johnny just kind of grew taller and more muscular.
A big part of me wishes that I could have gotten some of that tallness.
Now, Johnny is, from what you know, about 14 or 15 years old. You're not quite sure because it's not something you talk about with him. You
It's
don't
one of
talk
those two.
you don't talk about a lot of things with him, to be honest, because he has few interests that interest you and vice versa.
Well, I know one thing that interests everybody. Is ice cream.
It's math. Oh, ice
Ice
cream. Okay.
cream.
I immediately put on my biggest grin and wave loudly at Johnny. I don't actually say anything, but the wave itself just seems like it's loud.
Okay. Now let me describe Johnny real quick. Johnny is again 14 or 15, but is towering over you. easily approaching 2 meters in height. That is, Connor, how tall are you, like in real life? Because that's it.
Oh my fucking god! There's like some trying to start the car and the engine's fucking dying. It's really distracting. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm 6'3".
Yeah. So Johnny is well over 6 feet and will probably still grow. People would talk about it and make fun of him if they were, well, if they like being punched in the face. So nobody is doing that.
Ah, that lucky son of a bitch.
Other than that, he is very, you would say, simple. Most of what Johnny does is going around punching people in the head or in the liver. Or the kidney sometimes when he feels like it.
Oh, the guy's into anatomy. I
Kind
ain't
of,
gonna
yeah,
judge.
he's the kind of guy you have at basically every school. The sort of person who you can pay to, hey, punch that guy in the face, will ya? And they will gladly do so because they don't give a shit.
You have those guys in schools?
And the week after, they will probably punch you in the face because someone else paid them. Probably the guy
What
you
kind of
paid, probably the guy you paid him to punch. Anyway,
what kind of school did you go to?
terrible
Who
schools.
hurt you?
This is what happens in shitty little towns. People have nothing to do, especially kids. And
Anyway,
kids get nasty. Anyway, he's wearing a big biker-esque leather jacket. Where he got it from, you don't know. You only know he doesn't part with it. Like that's seems to be his pride and joy. Other than that,
I only know I've never seen him without it, and I've never seen him take it
yes.
off.
Aside from that, sort of a buzz cut. Very boring. No beard yet, obviously. Shitty jeans, shitty shoes. But
So you described his
What?
mortal seeming. How does he look like in his fairy mane?
we haven't gotten to that yet. I want you all
Okay.
together to do that.
Yes.
Because then you can see each other. Actually,
Well,
well, no, we have two faces, they can't see each other. Okay, let's start with like this.
remember, all changelings can always see into the dreaming as well, so
Yeah,
they
that's
can
what I
always
mean.
see another changeling in their fey mane.
Yes, that's what I mean. Now that Shanty is there, we can actually describe that.
Yay!
Johnny's face side is a troll.
Fey mane. Use
Fey
the
Mane,
right words, nerd.
Fey Mane. Sorry, Connor.
Nerd.
Johnny's Fey Mane looks like a troll. And that seems boring, but essentially it is. He looks big, strong, big, a bit of a
Terrifying.
stony face. His clothes are essentially just kind of a leather ensemble with a long coat on top of it. Like clearly he doesn't give a fuck how he looks. He doesn't appear very glamorous, but it appears functional. And somehow,
Wow, he's got like the full-on school shooter appearance and everything.
yeah,
Yep.
he doesn't give a shit. And he
Fucking
actually,
Columbine over here.
in fact,
Oh, God.
he seems even taller as a troll. Although you're quite sure that just seems that way.
No, he is in fact taller as a troll.
I'm going by appearances here. No,
Yeah.
you think he's taller, but it doesn't seem that way because honestly, he doesn't appear to go to his full height very often. In fact, right
everybody,
now,
I think
Right now
That
everybody
he's
ain't
is
even
taller
his
than
final
Jesse.
form, foo.
yeah, right now he's just kind of slumped against the wall, like just trying to be cool, basically, cool and uncaring. Like
Which is probably gonna be difficult as this wee goaty bastard comes bounding towards him looking like sunshine itself.
yeah.
Goat!
Do you have the strongest feeling that he should have a cigarette in his hand, but he just doesn't. Now, to be fair, you didn't exactly. You always wanted to ask him about that, but you never quite did because again, you don't do small talk a lot.
Oh well. As long as he's still good to hang out with. Anyway,
Pretty.
Shanty comes bounding towards him. Like I said, looking like a ray of sunshine. All the while the medallion around his neck that I forgot to mention shines in the sunlight as it comes down upon him. He calls out, "Johnny! Hey, Johnny boy!"
He looks up from whatever he was staring at, which he likes to
And
do. He likes to stare at things.
And he sees Shanty coming towards him. Or well, in the normal world, he sees Shanty coming towards him. In the dreaming, he sees Shanty, but with goat legs and horns. And also, instead of actual clothes, he seems to be wearing this slightly ragged-looking mix of what used to be a very regal-looking blue coat, but has now been absolutely overgrown with flowers and vines and leaves, creating a rather, well, nature boyish ensemble. But it fits Shanty. He's always been one to roll in dirt anyway.
I assume you kind of just stop short of Johnny to like greet him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because Johnny will not move.
Of course he
he
won't.
he will not move towards you. He waits for you to stop at him, then looks down and says, "You look like a walking acid trip."
Shanty gives a big smile. Hello to you too.
Another thing about Johnny is he never fucking smiles. He doesn't really do expressions at all. It's weird.
I ain't gonna judge a man by the way he uses or doesn't use his face.
But to be fair, as a troll, he has the right face to do no face.
It's true. Anyway, Shanty goes, "Hey Johnny, guess what I got?"
A sexually transmitted disease.
No, it ain't an STD. I got
From your dad.
$2.
Amazing.
$2.
I was gonna use them for some soft serve ice cream. You want some too?
Johnny actually thinks about that. Looks into the distance a bit, then looks at you. I'd like ice cream.
Hell yeah! Come on, get out of that sun and inside, and we can get some nice ice cream.
Sure.
And they walk inside. Shanty bounding before Johnny.
Johnny just kind of just slowly stomping after you. No, he's not even doing that. He's just you're right with the school shooter thing. He's not betraying any emotions. Like you don't know what he's gonna do. It's creepy as fuck.
He could do anything. He could pet a kitten. He could punch the kitten.
He can hit it again after punching it.
Because the kitten is meaningless and life has even less meaning.
Mashes it against a skull-shaped face mask.
Anyway, so that was needlessly edgy Johnny. Fuck it. Fuck it. He's an NPC. I can make him a bit stupid, right?
Yep.
Bruh.
As we cut back to, let's say, Billy.
All right. Billy is currently cruising down the street of Dog's Ditch.
The main street.
It's not even called the main street. It's just called the street.
Yep.
It was called Main Street at some point, but someone stole part of the sign. Now it's just street.
So anyways, he is coasting along, hands in his pockets, very relaxed on his longboard, heading towards the mall.
Yeah, several people, basically people spread before you, like the Red Sea before Moses, just trying to get out of the way because you run them over.
I'm
Mostly
being very
older
polite.
people.
Not trying to run
Mostly older
everybody
people.
over.
Oh yeah, you're very polite, and people are just kind of like older people are kind of a bit grumpy about it, but most people just step aside and go, kids these days.
I have
Just that kid
also
again.
slapped on knee pads for my knees. No elbow pads, no helmet, just the knee pads over my jeans.
Fair.
And I am listening to let's go with let's say Foo Fighters on my
Okay.
Discman with a little set of headset. And it's like the old fucking headset with like the
The
fucking
old time, yeah,
wireframe
the
and the pad things.
old timey wireframe. I wanted to say, yeah, that sure.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
The 90s. Oh God.
What
Rolls
a
up to the
magical
parking lot.
time.
You roll up to the parking lot at the same time that Kevin, I really have to remember those names, as Kevin gets there with his car, with his alleged car.
With his car.
Rolling into the same parking space entrance. Now, I don't actually know if you know each other or not because we didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's up to Mitch.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either.
If you want to know each other from school, that'd be fine with me.
Sure.
And would probably make sense.
Yep. Well, there's only one high school in this entire place, and no place of higher learning, so
There are not that many changelings.
not a lot. No. So yeah, you would know
Oh,
each other
yeah,
from
so we
school.
definitely would know each other.
Yeah. You would also know Johnny, and you would probably not know Shanty, except from like seeing him in the distance.
Oh, hey, this is a little sadder kid. Satyrs.
Yeah,
Yay.
but
Yeah.
I don't think either of you are the kind of person who regularly go into the trailer park to make friends
Nah.
or buy drugs or sell
Nah.
drugs.
Nah.
Yeah.
So, while in his gaming, Billy has like the long gator hair that kind of like partially obscures his eyes. In his main, he's got like that like swashbuckler shirt you see like every pirate, vampire, and swashbuckler in movies
the
ever
poof-
wear.
The
Yeah,
poofy
it's got
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Yeah.
with
it's
the
got like the
ruffles and
frilly
the
shirt
poof.
and like the floppy sleeves.
Yeah.
He's wearing one of those.
Oh,
The
God.
the ruffled shirt. His voile. With the like wide brimmed hat and the feather sticking off of it, and the like slack tights, which is the best way I can describe them, and a rapier freely bouncing around, strapped to his belt.
Neato.
going full musketeer fashion there. Like
A
it.
little bit, yeah.
I like it.
Boy, you best sheath that there are kids present.
Okay, now I really wanted to also
Perfect
have
for
a
dramatic. It's also like it's in the loose hanging sheet, so it's perfect for dramatic flourishes and all this other
If we-
theatric bullshit.
if we weren't all playing children, I would suggest wearing a giant cod piece, but whatever.
One
Honestly,
should note that Billy is actually a very like easygoing and subdued guy, so you've never seen him do like the big fancy fucking flourishes that you'd expect in that kind of clothing.
Yeah.
It's like the bruh kind of dude. He will kick up his longboard, wave hi to the weird knocker kid, and head inside. Billy's gonna get some ice cream. That sounds good. It's a hot day.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I
else are you gonna do?
mean, I'm not gonna say no to ice cream.
Duh.
What does Kevin look like in his mane?
Yeah.
What's his other kin look like?
Uh, in the classic knocker look, so he is very spindly and pale, or pretty much completely white pale, with very rosy, or with kind of red splotches, because that's kind of what the normal knocker looks like.
Yep.
And crazy white hair that is sticking out at every single angle.
Oh shit! One thing that is not portrayed in the issue art in the book But actually, all Yushu's actually have like jutting out pointed ears, and their eyes are like crazy looking black pearl kind of looking things, or it's just solid black.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Neat.
Yep.
Uh,
I don't know why they never show that in the art in 20th anniversary. But yeah, that's a thing.
Weird.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, which is weird, but um,
Of course, the fucking red cap art is super shitty anyway, so you know, whatever.
Fair enough.
Fucking garbage.
So yeah, Mitch. What are you what are you wearing, Mitch?
What are you
Just tell me.
wearing?
What does your voyelle look like?
would be or it would. I'm going to go with the with the helmet and driving outfit thing for a NASCAR driver.
You
What
gotta,
does your
you
actually
gotta sparkle it up, son.
wait a moment. What does your car look like on the other side?
When it's not a fucking like falling apart jalopy.
Yeah.
It is a pimped out roadster,
Wow.
obviously.
Obviously.
Does it have hot rod flames?
Oh, definitely.
That goes faster.
It is. Yeah, it's green with plenty of flame decals.
Nice.
Tons of chrome. And just. You know what? It's basically like an oversized Hot Wheels car.
Ah!
That's kind of magical.
It is. That sounds cool as hell.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
So you park your hot rod somewhere. Doesn't really matter where.
Vaguely somewhere.
And will you go in to get ice cream?
Yes.
Well, the mall only has one ice cream place. It's a very good
Yep.
ice cream place, despite being
Good and cheap.
good and cheap, because it's actually owned by a little old lady and her husband, who have been making ice cream for decades, well before you were born. So really good stuff. They're also the kind of old people who are in no way judgy about the young people nowadays. Like they enjoy having you around, probably because they never have children and all that yada yada yada. That's just gloss
Hang
over
on,
the semi-tragic backstory of passersby, right?
I will have to be right back.
Okay.
Baby shoes for sale. Barely used.
Oh, God damn it.
What?
No, nothing. I want to say no. They had like a son, but he died in the war, and just pick a war, any war, whatever. So many.
Nam.
Probably yeah, he died in Nam,
Nom. Back in Nom.
and they opened like opened the ice cream store in his remembrance or something. No, they didn't. That's stupid. No. They had a son. He died, and now they kind of just waiting it out. They like having children around though, like young people and people who appreciate their ice cream. So let's go back to maybe Billy.
Billy.
The ice cream shop is on the second story of the mall, fairly in the middle, a bit away from the Starbucks,
I'm back.
and a bit away from the Starbucks, right next to the Hot Topic though. For
Right
some
next to the
reason.
hot topic.
Yeah, for some reason.
What, the ice cream shop is?
I mean,
Yes.
where else would it be?
Okay.
I've
So-
never actually been in the hot topic. I have at least that much dignity.
I have, but we have all of one in Denmark.
Well, we went to
The
that other.
tourist attraction.
You have way better shops for that kind of clothing though.
We do.
We went into one.
Yep.
Anyway.
Like number one and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was nice. Overpriced, but nice. Anyway,
Oh, absolutely.
who's eating?
That's me. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll mute myself.
Oh, no, it's okay. So yeah, you all trickle in to the ice cream shop. Billy, as you approach, you see Shanty, who you don't know. You see the weird setter kid with that big troll kid that you know from school, but don't really talk to.
Yeah, because he's weird, unseelie douchebag.
Yeah.
Fucking dick. Bruh, what's up? Why you gotta be that way, man? It's not cool. Anyways,
Wait, are you telling that to him right now?
no!
Oh my god. Because he's
I
just
just
there.
randomly walk up like, dude, what the fuck?
Because that would be great, because he's just there eating ice cream.
Exactly, he's just standing there eating ice cream. Why you gotta be
I'm
like that?
getting the fucking.
You want
I'm
hot?
remembering that one picture of like Batman drop kicking the dude eating ice cream. Chocolate.
Anyway.
Wham!
Johnny, okay, Johnny and Shanty are standing there. I don't know what Shanty is doing. Chicken can explain it, but Johnny
Shanty's
is
handing
Johnny
Shanty's
is
handing Johnny the ice cream that he just paid for.
all right. Johnny actually paid for it himself.
Aww, okay.
Mainly because he doesn't want to owe you any money.
That's
This is not
the
about
last thing you wanna. You do not wanna owe the Meth family money.
Yeah, he has like this tiny looking ice cream cone in his massive hand as a troll, and just kind of very delicately licks it. Just lick, lick, lick.
Kind of like dabs it on his tongue.
Yeah,
Yep. Meanwhile, Shanty is just going on board in his own. The ice cream cones are the same size, but to Shanty, that it's basically this. It is basically like bigger than his hand, and he's
upsides
like
of
taking huge mouthfuls of it.
upsides of having a second form, I guess.
Upsides of being fucking tiny.
Yep.
More to
Short
eat.
the flaw.
Yeah, you can live in the bread you buy, in the loaf.
He
Great.
turns around after he's gotten his ice cream and very graciously thanked the old lady. Thank you kindly, Mrs. Turner. and
By the
he
way,
turns around and he sees what?
what fuck, what's the word? Damn it.
Use your words.
What like the taste of ice cream,
Flavor?
Flavor.
the
Plain
flavor.
vanilla.
Thank you. What flavor
Plain
did he
vanilla.
get?
He got soft serve soft ice.
Ah.
With a
Johnny
little
got
bit of chocolate sprinkling.
Johnny got melon and papaya or something. Some really fruity. And then Billy rocks up with his skateboard, looking all cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
He will hang the headset or hang his headphones around his neck and pause the music. Kind of stare at the different flavors of music or different flavors of music. Jesus, different
Yep,
flavors of ice cream.
Different sounds of ice cream. Different flavors of music.
Hey man, could I get 2 scoops of chocolate?
Why, of course, young man, says the old lady,
Awesome.
and just scoops you 2 extra large balls of chocolate.
Oh, you're the best.
Don't mention it. It's nice to have people around. This place is so empty all the time. I mean, you see, there are
Thank you.
people going in the store right next here, but they usually don't want ice cream. The last one said it wasn't dark enough. Oh well.
Yeah, they're kind of tools.
Also, out of the hot topic, because there's an open door, like drones, like really dreary, like gothy music. You can't really make it out. It's just kind of like it's like kind of in the no, not I don't think that's out yet. It's 1991, but like really generic, like moody music. That's kind. It's like
Evanescence.
you know what? Yeah, sure.
That.
Let's go with that.
Oh my god.
Just really quiet Evanescence.
Shanty looks over to the hot topic thoughtfully. I don't know what they were on about. I mean, you're selling licorice and everything. That's plenty dark.
Also in the hot topic, there's a single employer in there, a scrawny-looking dude, early 20s, just smoking a cigarette out in the open behind the counter, just not giving any shits.
Life may have meaning, but this job doesn't.
This job. And here we see the cynical member of the so-called Generation X. Don't startle him. Don't startle him. He will go into a frenzy. So Billy gets his chocolate ice cream. Very generous.
Radical.
And then Kevin can also arrive.
All right.
Looking very much like you could use some ice cream.
Yeah, because I totally could.
In fact,
Uh,
in terms of knowing about Kevin, um, if you know details about his mother, that's up to you and Mitch. But you would know the generic explanation that his mother was institutionalized some years back, and his father has been on a downward spiral ever since. Because word gets around about stuff like that, right?
yeah, I would assume that would in the changeling community be pretty known.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean these individual characters necessarily know about it.
We may be the whole changeling community.
I mean, as far as like I'm sure the entire state is concerned, it's basically just us.
There are some adult changelings around in town, but not really anyone you have a lot of contact with. Like you are essentially this little group of people is kind of almost it in terms of teens, like people your own age. So
Fair.
Really? And
yeah,
how come there's an entire high school?
no changelings.
Oh, okay.
The high school is mostly filled with like mundanes,
Fair enough.
which are
Yeah.
fine to have around, I guess. But you know, anyway,
Teenagers are shitty.
you would know that
You're back.
Kevin doesn't have the best life. And in fact, the old lady behind the ice cream counter sees Kevin enter, come vaguely towards the ice cream shop, and immediately scoops up his favorite ice cream flavor and puts it into a little bowl.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with mint chocolate chip.
She hands you that before you even say a word. Just go, on me.
Oh.
You didn't have to do that.
Oh, no, I
Okay.
did. Just enjoy it. It's such a nice day. It's the perfect time for ice cream.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
She says it
And
almost as if it's a jingle.
As Kevin gets his ice cream, Shanty gives him a smile. Again, it's that goddamn contagious smile. Hey, Kev. How's everything going?
well, hopefully better soon.
Know what they say, hope spring green or something.
Johnny will open his mouth and just growl, finally ditching.
Yep. Figured it's
time.
about time.
Yeah, it is. What took you so long?
I mean, I was hoping my dad would get better, but turns out that's never gonna happen.
People don't usually get better. Lick, lick, lick.
Dab. Like I imagine he's not moving his tongue to the ice cream, kind of like dabbing it on his tongue.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's moving the ice cream to his face, not the other way around. Okay,
Yeah.
none of this bullshit with the licking thing.
Shanty looks up at Johnny. Don't be a meaner, Johnny. He could. I mean,
Just
maybe.
here's the best. Okay, here's the best sign of an asshole. Just telling it like it is. Dab, dab.
What a fucking tool.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Just telling it like it is. What a fucking cunt.
Yeah. I like this ice cream.
It's good ice cream.
It is
Yeah.
good ice cream.
It is
So where
very
you gonna go,
refreshing.
Kev?
Frankly, I'm not sure, but anywhere really.
I'm not sure Mitch is a real knocker. He hasn't sworn once.
Oh, right, I'm supposed to do that.
Maybe it's just okay. You know what? He's in a very emotional state right now.
Actually, let's just address that in character for a moment.
He hasn't sworn for the last 16 seconds.
Okay, Connor, bring it up in character then.
Man, I'm not talking to these nerds. Well, I suppose I can't hear
Wow.
them because I'm blasting fucking Foo Fighters into my ears.
In that case, Shanty's gonna address it. Wow, you sound like this is really wearing you down. You ain't said a single swear since you stepped foot into this shop.
He is awfully polite today. I don't like it.
He's giving
Well,
me the
I'm
willies.
well, I'm fucking sorry. My life is too shitty.
Oh hey, I
Is
didn't
that fucking better?
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
Johnny kind of really gravely nods, like really slowly, better, and eats his ice cream.
Well, I'm sorry, bitch. Tits, is my life too shitty for your bullshit?
Well, we can all hear him curse and be a potty mouth, but we also can tell his heart isn't in it today.
No.
Namely, Rumble Thumper.
And what are your fucking plans for the day?
What is
Well, I was mostly just gonna, go to the mall, get myself some ice cream. I accomplished that.
No one has paid
And
me to beat someone up. I'm having an off day.
Well, it's a lazy day for everybody.
well, not
Hey,
for me. As I said, I'm leaving this shithole.
you know what? That's a good thing. Ain't much to do in this place anyway. No offense, Miss Turner.
Oh no, that's all right. She's weirdly okay with Kevin just telling you that he will leave. Just whatever. Yeah.
fucking leaving home?
It's under. She knows all about what happened. Well, not all about what happened because she's not a changeling, but she knows enough.
But Dad's like a drunk, is like a useless drunk, and it's incredibly depressing. So
Yeah, and
sometimes fuck him.
plus her
Yep.
her son went to war at his age, and yeah, of course he died, but this doesn't mean Kevin will
I
die.
mean, he died, but
But he followed his heart, all right?
That was the important part.
And also, Kevin isn't going to war.
That is
Well,
also the important part.
was 1991. When was the whole Gulf War thing? Soon, I think. That's always a war on.
Fair.
There's always a war on.
Well, when you're in America, there's always a war.
Yeah.
America!
You can
yeah, I
always
think
join
in
the war on
American
drugs.
history, there's only been like 10 years or so that we haven't been at war.
Good lord, yeah.
Non-consecutive years, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the
yeah.
most consecutive years were like 4, I think. It's not a lot. Anyway,
Anyway.
the old lady, Miss what was Miss Turner, I think was what Carol called
Yeah,
her. So
Mrs.
let's go with
Turner.
that. Miss Turner. First name Abigail. Abigail Turner. Yeah, Miss Turner just says, no, it's perfectly understandable. I mean, I'm feeling bad for your father, but there's really nothing else to do. Oh, wait, I
Sometimes you
think I
just
got
gotta get
something
away.
Yeah. Wait there.
Eventually, he'll just kill himself and put him out of everybody else's misery.
Now, young man, I don't want to hear talk like that in front of my shop.
I did not say that. I was doing her voice.
Well, you're an issue. Who knows? Just
What
spinning
the
a
fuck
tale.
is that supposed to
You're
mean?
just spinning a tale about suicide.
I feel like I'm being racially stereotyped here. I'm
Hey,
not
hold
okay
on.
with this.
Anyway, Miss Turner just looks at Kevin and goes, just eat your ice cream, young man. I may have something to help you on your journey a bit. And she goes into the back of the store.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Take this.
Comes back out with a bag of meth. No.
Oh my god.
just a canister.
Yeah,
just
that's how she stays so upbeat.
just,
Oh
no,
my
just
god.
like
Parents supply with that.
half a brick of fresh cocaine. Just, there you go, little guy.
How do you stay happy all the time? Meth.
No. She disappears into the
Oh.
back, and you can hear her perusing her storage, basically, while you still eat your ice cream.
Blam 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 nom. Blam 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 blam.
Blem, 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 blem. I have gotten like a dish and a spoon, and I'm currently reading through like an old skating magazine that has obviously been paged through about like 15 billion times. It's dog-eared, it's old. He has restapled the thing.
Excuse me.
Johnny will finish his ice cream by just literally like stuffing it into his mouth. It's gone. Yeah, just the
Simple
last
piece.
piece. Well, there wasn't much ice cream left, just the waffle, so whatever,
That's
it's
it.
gone. And then he will pull the headphones of Billy's head, like really kind of gently, just from the top, just pluck.
Billy looks up. What's up, bruh?
You have nothing to say. Just standing
What?
here, being quiet. It's weird.
I was listening to music, bruh. Foo Fighters, man. I was listening to Foo Fighters. Great band.
He
Should
squints
try
at
listening.
you. He squints at you and goes,
I can burn you a CD, bruh.
I don't think I would like them.
Fair. Do you listen to music, man?
No.
Billy just kind of like awkwardly looks to the left, looks to the right. Not that you can tell with the fucking eyes that Billy has as an issue. You just kind of tell for like the reflection kind of like adjusting as he turns his eyes left and right. Like, oh, that explains a lot. Anyways, what's up? What's up, big bruh? What's up, little bruh? What's up? I
Johnny
don't really
points-
have a good bruh.
Johnny looks to Kevin and says, "This one is leaving town. You should wish him good luck."
Oh shit! You like going out to like see a concert or something, bruh?
No, I'm just leaving town.
Like,
You know, gotta spread your wings and all that. Also, hi, I'm Shandy. That's short for Chanticleer.
yeah,
nice to meet
you're the little satyr, bruh. I remember you. You like run around all the place. It's cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, got a lot of energy and all that. My
Name's
pa always
Billy.
says I should try and slow it down for stuff.
My
It's
name's
real
Billy.
nice to meet you. It's real nice to meet you, Billy. He shakes his hand
Sup?
enthusiastically. And when he asks sup, Shanty actually looks up. The ceiling?
This like turn of phrase, little bruh.
Shanty slowly gets a very impish grin on his face.
You know, yeah. Little bruh, you okay?
That was just a bit of a joke, you know?
Oh, Billy doesn't want to admit out loud that he wasn't sure if because he is obviously one of the meth children.
Yep.
But Billy doesn't want to be rude. Like, no, I just thought you were legit stupid because you're one of the meth babies. That's a terrible thing to say.
The answer would probably be, don't worry, my ma says I'm gifted anyway.
My ma said I'm special, and I'm going with that.
I'm a genius meth baby.
Shoo,
I
I'm the
got-
smartest baby she ever did see.
I'm.
I ain't
have
too.
an
I
intelligence.
didn't made it. I didn't
have
made it
A
through
dot
7
in
years.
intelligence.
I
I
didn't made
didn't
it.
make it through homeschooling for nothing.
Oh, I wanted to say that. Fair
I
enough.
didn't make it through homeschooling.
No, I wanted to say I didn't go through 7 years of homeschool to be called stupid.
I went through 7 years of homeschooling to be called special. I earned that. It's real hard being special nowadays. You need a degree and everything.
And sometimes it ain't enough just to know the names and how to pronounce all those weird and difficult to pronounce chemicals.
Chemicals
Chemicals?
like cough syrup.
Yeah. And like headache pills.
Yeah. I'm gonna call that one Advil. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Johnny suddenly has this great idea about making a TV show about a meth dealer.
So
It
is this
probably
like-
won't work.
So like, Kevin, bruh, are you like running away because like your dad is, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks. Well, I'm like
Yeah.
some. If you want, I got like some extra music that I burned up for one guy, and you didn't want him. You can take him in. Have some nice road music. Chill out, chillax while you're on the highway.
Oh, if you're going on a road trip, I got like several cousins who can lend you a room to sleep in once in a while if you need it. All you gotta do is say you know shanty.
And maybe suck a meth dick, but whatever.
Well,
Did
like
you
I
actually
said,
say
you know,
that?
shanty.
No, I am unfortunately not that rude. If I was a knocker, I would be. This would all be in character.
Absolutely. Are you sure you shouldn't just be a knocker on your next character?
Maybe, but that would require this one to die.
True.
Well, skateboarding is fairly dangerous.
God damn it.
Anyway, Johnny
You know,
Johnny will look down to Kevin, like seriously, like look down on Kevin because he looks down on everyone. But let's go. Last year, someone paid me to punch you. I didn't. That's it.
Mostly because
All he says.
and I
because
think
she
that
was
is
too
the
fast, wasn't it? Because she got that skateboard, and you ain't got no skateboard yourself, Johnny.
No, he said that to Kevin,
Yeah, exactly.
not the skateboard guy.
Oh, okay, right.
Billy has the skateboard.
Gotcha. You're not the only one who needs to learn these names, Stinky.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm.
That's why I put my
Yeah.
name in my fucking name in the fucking thing, so people could better
Oh
remember
yeah, I
that
should
shit.
do that too.
But
Yeah.
if you
Fucking
wanna.
nerds.
Anyway, yeah, he told he was paid to punch you, but he didn't. Presumably because your life is bad enough,
Oh,
or maybe you're not worth it. Who knows?
you don't need to get no beat up anymore.
What fucking bitch wanted you to punch me? Like, who the actual hell is going to or would kick someone when they're down?
I think it
doesn't
was
look-
one of those fellas on the
Yeah.
on the football team.
Wait.
I mean, one of their girlfriends was like looking at you in a funny way.
You're not the most popular kid at school. That's not your fault, but it's mostly just, when something tragic happened, there's always the kind of assholes who will pile on just because.
It's not your fault, but it's mostly your fault.
It's mostly your fault for being having such a tragic backstory. What were you thinking? No, Johnny doesn't even look at you, just stares at something in the distance. Can't tell. Client confidentiality. That's it. That's all he says.
Oh. Well, I suppose that either way, fuck those idiots. And shit like this, which is why I want to leave this shithole.
Well then. That's a tearful goodbye for the ice cream stand. Anyway,
Absolutely.
Miss
Wonderful beginning
Turner.
to this epic adventure.
Miss Turner. It's a very sad thing, What do you say to that? Oh yeah, guess you have to abandon your father. Oh well. Miss Turner comes back, thankfully. With
Jeez, little bruh. Or big bruh. Or middle bruh. You're gonna be middle bruh now, man. Jeez, middle bruh. That's.
middle.
Well, I mean, there's like little bruh and then there's big bruh. I think you can figure out why they're called little bruh and little bruh, big bruh.
It's gonna get really
And then there's
confusing
this-
when
I'm
Coop
little
comes
bra,
in.
right?
No, you're big bruh.
I ain't never been called big before.
And that's little bruh and that's big bruh. It's funnier that way. And then there's middle bruh, who, well, I can't really think of anything good for him. I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries.
Anyway, Miss Turner comes back with a little package kind of thing. Gets out of the store, comes from behind the counter, and hands it to Kevin. And says, just something for the road. Some sweets, some bread, some sandwiches. And then she kind of hugs you, just really suddenly. And then let's go. Good luck on the road.
Thanks.
Again, didn't swear.
Yeah.
It's so fucking nice of you. Thanks. Thanks a shit ton.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I should probably say something like that. Thanks a shit ton.
Oh, you're very fucking welcome, son.
Whatever.
Look, she's old. She doesn't care anymore. And she goes back behind the counter to, take care of a store. Still a business.
So anyway, what did you pack? Oh, I bet you got that sweet radio's just completely chock full of all kinds of good things.
Just some of the essentials.
Oh yeah, like water, like bread, bit of trail mix maybe.
Cake mix, cornflakes, Twinkies.
No, I did not pack cornflakes.
What? You also didn't pack water or bread.
Did you at least pack Twinkies, bruh?
We were out, so I was planning on stopping by here to get some.
Good lord, you're out of
Wow.
Twinkies? You can't have a road trip without no Twinkies.
Can never have a road trip without Twinkies, bruh.
You wouldn't survive the wilderness.
It's like one of the essentials.
Well, why do you fucking think I'm stopping here to get some?
Well
Ice
then, thanks
cream.
for wasting.
There is a small convenience store at the end of this particular hallway.
I have nothing but time on my goddamn hands at this point.
Uh, yeah. So you just go there.
Yes.
Will the rest of you follow him?
Of course.
Sure, I guess I'm gonna keep eating my ice cream, but whatevs.
Johnny
Sounds like a
will.
party, bros.
Yeah. Johnny will go to the next wall and slump against it and just lean there, staring at something again.
So, little bro, did anybody tell you that you're like super creepy?
Wait, who was little bra again?
It's little bruh. You're big bruh. Remember, bruh?
Right, yeah. Yeah, 'cause it's funny 'cause I ain't big at all.
Yep. Now you got it.
Gotcha.
Wait, are you really telling the troll that he's super creepy?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. While you're going away. Well, you know what? Johnny will not look at you when he says sometimes.
He's kind of made an entire business out of it, actually. He's very prolific.
And in the upper right corner of the screen, there's a Johnny will remember this.
Not this shit again.
Yes, this shit again.
Not fucking Telltale. God damn it, Telltale.
like 3 months from now, you will be dangling off a cliff, and there's only Johnny there to rescue you, and he won't.
Except he won't.
He just won't.
And
He
then
will-
the scene will still end the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He'll
true.
look down and whisper, "Nah, I don't really feel like it." And just walk away.
On second thought, I think you will die. Then he walks
'Cause
away,
I'm
and you
too
get saved by
creepy.
another NPC.
Yes.
God, these games were so shitty. Anyway,
I mean, they did a really good job at giving the illusion of choice, which was neat.
at the beginning,
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you
end-
play through them
anyway.
a couple more times, they just got completely fucked up. But you
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, Johnny will not go into the convenience store with you. He will stay behind and just stare at the wall or whatever he does. He's very introspective. Or maybe he's just dumb. Who knows?
No one knows. No
Sure.
one's definitely gonna ask.
But he's also not that easily offended apparently because Billy's still there and not bleeding.
Honestly, I'm pretty impressed by that. I think the whole ice cream thing might have mellowed him out a little bit for the next, 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. It's just, yeah, literally the ice cream made him nicer. He says, I don't
Yep.
feel like punching anyone.
I
I
don't
had ice cream.
know. I don't know anybody who don't get in a good mood from ice cream.
A
Gooder.
gooder.
A gooder
Yep.
mood.
Gooder
mooder.
mood.
A gooder mooder.
Gooder mood.
Anyway, as you approach the convenience store, something will probably spark your interest.
Oh.
And let's see, that would be I kind of want you to roll, see if you actually notice it or not, because you might be engrossed in conversation. I think it would be perception alertness, maybe.
Perk alert.
Yeah, perk
Yeah,
alert. I
Perk
think.
alert.
Just something happened. Let's see if you see it.
All right, perk alert to the rescue.
Johnny obviously doesn't even pay attention, and
What's the difficulty?
6, just standard.
Okay.
Perk alert.
Hey, I got 3 successes.
Jesus Christ.
I got 3.
Jesus.
Okay. I mean, Mitch doesn't need to roll, but let's go.
Yeah, I'm still going to roll because I may as well.
Yeah. Those guys have it.
Ooh.
Kevin
Ouch.
Hey.
is so Kevin is so despondent and so lacking of Twinkies that he doesn't notice anything happening in front of
Oh
him.
my god, a tree! Dude, we're
Matter of
inside.
fact, we can let's just work this in because yeah, this is not good, Mitch. I mean, not a good roll. It's actually good for the story. Um, as you approach the convenience store, someone sprints out the door at full speed. Now, Billy and Shandy, you can make out some details before that person reaches you. It's
Oh dear.
it's definitely someone in your age range, a teenager, wearing a leather jacket and a bandana covering his face or her face. You can't actually tell that. Uh, Jeans, sunglasses over the bandana, big aviator sunglasses so you can't see the face, and what appears to be combat boots. And but you don't notice anything more because then whoever that is just runs straight into Kevin.
Slams right into the motherfucker.
Just bam, Kevin. And what do we roll to see if he goes down or not?
Just have Kevin roll, like, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. Dex, probably?
Dexterity athletics, stamina athletics, his choice, I guess.
Yeah, Dex.
I'll roll dexterity athletics because I can actually probably do that.
That's the highest, yeah. Hey, nice.
Nope. Oh,
No, you did it.
Nice.
You just have to scroll down a bit. Okay,
Yep.
so Kevin doesn't go down, like he's not slammed into the ground. But he's kind of lost his balance for a moment as the person runs past you, stumbles a bit, and kind of trips over Kevin's leg. Yeah, and kind of just sort of face plants in a not really dignified way, like at all.
Watch
A
where
moment
the fuck
later,
you're going, bitch.
you get no answer because a moment later, an employee of that convenience store runs out, still in uniform, nameplate, little vest thing and all, and just goes, "The fuck do you think you kids are doing?"
I'm probably just in time for him to hear Shanty go, "Oh hey, Joe." Okay.
You all stay here. You all stay here right now. I'm calling the police.
What? Wait, whoa, what?
Person with the leather jacket.
What?
Person with the leather jacket gets back up, runs away. If you want to do anything to maybe stop that person,
I'd
do it now.
While he's running away, like very offhandedly, just kind of like lay the longboard on the ground and just kind of skate it over to where it's gonna trip him. So he goes like flying ass over tea kettle.
Aw.
Okay, what do we roll for that?
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see.
I mean, it could be if you want it to be like a roll, it could be like a throwing a thing roll.
I'm gonna say strength to get the distance, and maybe.
You use athletics to throw stuff. That's what you're looking for.
I would go with dexterity and athletics. Dexterity to get the roll the skateboard to be at the right spot.
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Dex athletics, and it's so high, I think it will kind of trip.
Oh wow, jeez.
Dexalith.
I'm pretty good at that.
You're very good at that.
Oh fuck.
Almost.
Difficulty?
Let's say 7. So.
All right. Then my tens
that.
explode, or my tens count as 2 successes. So I got -1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3 successes.
That's fair. And I guess I have to roll for that character. Let's see. We go with, well, I guess the same. Actually, let's see if he noticed that and can avoid it. If he notices it, that would be easier. I haven't rolled anything in a while. 2 successes. Not a complete fuck up, but okay. You roll your skateboard, your longboard, under the guy's feet, basically, as he scrambles up and tries to run away. And you sort of manage what you were planning to do. Like, one of his feet comes up on the longboard, and he kind of does a little, not a
Slide.
back, yeah, a little slide, like on the longboard, and just goes, just a couple meters. Like, clearly out of control. But the important thing, he still gets distance though. He's not falling on his face or anything. Barely, mind you, barely.
So you not successfully trip him up. All right.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't trip, but you stopped him for like a few seconds at least. Like he's not running right now because then he will fall flat on his fucking face.
I mean, small victories.
Small victories, yeah. I thought you were trying to like disorient him, and you managed that at least.
Pick
Anyway,
up I walk while he's stumbling around. Pick up the longboard and crack him over the head with it. Because none of the fuckers are doing anything.
Okay, would that count as brawl or melee? Does it count as
Melee.
a weapon? It's probably a weapon, yeah.
I guess it'd be like a club. It's like difficulty 6, like 1 bashing. Or
Okay.
strength plus 1 bashing.
Actually, as you try to bash him over the head, Shanty will run up and try to snatch your board out of your hands.
What the fuck?
All right,
So
so
what
all
roll
right,
would that be?
Billy rolls melee, and I want to say strength,
This is actually disarming. That's a legit thing in combat.
and yeah, and you would try to disarm him with what? Dexterity, I guess. And
I am looking it up right now.
okay, that's good.
I mean, Dex would probably make sense.
Yeah,
Strength would 2 though.
it would.
It is disarm attacks of a difficulty of +1. Otherwise, it is a normal attack roll. It is dexterity plus melee or dexterity
Okay.
plus brawl, depending on what you're doing, and you need to roll more successes than the opponent's strength.
All
Okay.
right, let's do that.
I'm gonna go Dex and melee.
With brawl, it is difficulty +2. That being said, neither you or I are in danger of getting hurt because this is not a bladed weapon.
Exactly. And what about melee? What's a
That's if you actually had something to disarm with, trying to just rip something out of somebody's hand.
Yeah,
It's
melee is
going to be
armed combat.
difficulty. Yeah.
okay? Darn, I don't have brawl.
Well,
Why do I have?
So your
melee
dex,
instead
it's
of
actually going to
brawl?
be like difficulty +1 because brawl is a talent. So it's going to be difficulty 9.
Okay,
well,
that's gonna be very difficult.
could always just punch him in the balls or something
No, I don't punch.
with your goat legs. Then
So
kick him.
difficulty 9. Was
Yeah,
it?
punch him with your goat legs.
Difficulty
let's see.
9.
2 successes.
I don't think that's
I
enough.
have 3 strength.
Darn. So yeah, you
Nice.
will get your attack off. However,
All right.
I'm gonna say at an increased difficulty because you're kind of distracted and well, yeah, you're kind of distracted.
All right. What's the difficulty penalty?
Let's say +1 because clearly it wasn't a successful attempt here, but it's just
He's really short. All right.
he
He
is,
is.
yeah. You're kind of it's kind of there's this little guy just trying to get your board away from you and he's what the fuck, man? Yes,
So 4 successes.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you
Wow.
hit the dude. Let's see if he can.
All the while-
Let's see if he can like roll away or something.
4.
Otherwise, Shanty's probably shouting, "Don't hurt him!"
It's stealing bludgeoning. It's not gonna. It's stealing bruising. It's not gonna kill him.
Just-
Anyways.
oh yeah.
No,
I
but
totally
I'm gonna,
forgot.
like, fuck him up.
You'll be
I totally forgot. You can
fine.
also now that you actually
3,
have a couple seconds to look at him, it's a changeling.
Oh,
You still can't see the face, but it's a changeling.
neat.
Also, okay, wait a moment.
I will
I need
deal.
to I
I'm
need
sorry.
to see what Coops' character has for stats here.
Oh my god, I'm fucking beating the shit out of Coops' character.
She's not here,
Alright.
but we still have people to get in.
1, 2, 1. Fuck.
Dex and Brawl.
2, 3, 4. He will take 4 bashing. He can roll to soak with his stamina.
First, let me roll to see if he can like roll away or something. Probably not. Let's make the effort. Yeah, let's try it. This will so not work. No, it did not work. One success. He will try and deflect your board away from him. But honestly, it's so disorienting right now. He doesn't make it, and you just clobber him over the head. Just bam.
So he'll take. He can roll stamina to soak the bashing.
Let's do that.
He rolls a stamina pool. It's difficulty 6. If he takes more damage, then
One.
so he reduce the bashing by 1.
Okay.
So he'll only take 3 health levels of bashing. If it is more than his stamina pool, then he is stunned for a round.
3 levels of yeah, he's stunned.
Whack!
Wow. Just guy comes out of the door,
basically cold combat.
whack over the face.
Ouch.
Yeah, sucks to be that guy.
You whack
Shanty
him.
cringes behind
You
you.
whack him across the head, and he lands very unfortunately on the ground and just kind of gets knocked out for a moment there.
I like
It was
stand over him.
It's a very nasty voice.
A longboard of smiting ready. Kind of confused in what just happened.
And then someone grabs your arm. Very forcefully.
Oh.
It's the convenience store employee. Just, the hell you think you're doing?
Yeah, that's what I want to know too.
And he kind of tries to wrestle the board away from you.
I let it go. I thought he stole something from you. You said to stop him.
Just shit. Obviously,
Yeah, isn't
he
that what
didn't
the
think
fuck
you
you
would.
wanted?
He looks at he looks at you. Honestly, defeated by your brilliant logic there. You said to stop him. I stopped him. He holds the board up and just, but not like that. Look at him. Is he bleeding? Oh, I'm gonna get
You
in so much
knocked him
fucking
out
trouble.
cold.
Oh, I'm gonna get in so much fucking trouble. I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna go to jail. They're gonna call the cops on me. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, you gotta be fucking. Is he still moving?
Bruh.
Okay, by the way, this guy is
Bruh.
like 23 at most, and like super lanky himself. But now people are coming out of the other stores and they want to have a look. What the fuck happened, right?
Bruh.
So yeah.
Chill.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
god,
He didn't even.
fuck, oh god.
He didn't even steal anything. God, he just
Then
sprayed
why'd
some
you tell me to stop him, man?
He's
Then
sprayed
what the
some
fuck happened?
He sprayed some graffiti. You have to make an effort to stop people. I was getting into trouble. It's not that I didn't want you to actually stop him. God damn it, man. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. And
You don't
All the while-
shout these kinds of things, man.
you can't.
All the while this is going on, Shanty's crouching next to the knocked out guy and just rolled him over and is like taking
Okay.
his pulse and looked really professional about it too.
So
It's like
okay.
he's looking up at the security guard and like with this sincere and worried expression. Like he
Okay.
looks like there's something wrong with the guy.
Mitch, what are you
Yes?
looking at right now?
Kevin is just watching this clusterfuck happen.
Okay, then give me a perk alert.
He's Yeah, if anything, Kevin's probably laughing his ass off at this because this is goddamn comedy.
Yeah, but give me a perk alert. Let's see.
I'm not blind.
You notice that the other shopkeepers, like at least one of them, got a really worried expression and went back, and you would think probably to call the fucking police. Now you might not want to be here when they get there. Because you want to ditch town, remember?
Yeah.
While the employee is still panicking over essentially nothing because whatever, guy's an idiot.
So I will
And as
turn to
for
everyone.
wait. And as for Shanty, um, that person, you can see there's no lasting damage. Like there's no blood. They got surprised, whack on the head, so they went down for a bit. But they're
I'm
already
still
coming,
gonna.
already coming to
I'm
again.
still.
I
I'm
mean,
still
they'll probably have a
hamming it up
bruise or something.
just to freak out the security guard a little more.
You bitch. Oh no, I think his neck is broken. Oh no.
Bruh.
No, that was not in
Shit.
character. That was just no.
Fine.
The guy looks to Shanty because you're closest to him. Is he okay?
Mhm.
Is he okay? I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Oh,
I
they're
ain't
gonna
sure
sue me.
he's breathing right.
Oh no, they're
His
gonna
pulse is
sue
all
me.
whacked up.
Oh no! Oh no! And he drops the longboard and just flees back into his store.
All the while, Shanty very
Yeah.
quickly stoops down and gets the guy's arm over his shoulders and like hoists him up. And he goes, "All right, let's scram."
Okay, here's the person at first tries to kind of shove you away, but then realizes you want to help, so he just goes along with it.
And also, Coop and I talked about this. We know each other.
Oh, just a second.
All right, you do know each other. We talked about the backstory.
Yep.
Okay, we can go with that. Here's the problem. I don't really know what the character looks like, so I can't describe him. Because that was something she
Good.
wanted to make up still.
Oh, fair enough. She did send me a picture, but I think it was a work in progress.
Yeah, so he sees the mystery person for now.
Yeah.
Hence the bandana and the oversized sunglasses.
Mystery.
Also, seeing all the other shopkeepers still looking on, Shanty takes a moment, like his eyes twitching from side to side. And he's like, "I am going to get this man to a hospital." And then he starts just rushing out of the mall.
Guess I'll buy my Twinkies somewhere else, because what the fuck?
Let's wait for Connor because I want a thing from him and you, Mitch. Not from Shanty because he's running away at a very high speed right now.
Yep.
Man, I didn't expect this to go this way, but all right, still works.
There he is.
Okay, Connor, I need something. I need a roll from you and Mitch. Shanty is literally running away with your victim right now at an incredible
Yep.
speed.
Oh,
This is gone.
shit.
And
Fuck.
I need a perception and still alertness actually. Yeah.
Perk alert!
Nope.
Also,
right.
kinda just to
Difficulty 6 still?
7
Wow, 7?
because you're
Also
distracted
kinda-
right now.
Kinda just to fill you in.
Zero
Shanty
success.
just said in a very loud, very obviously lying voice that he was going to get this guy to a hospital.
Okay, I fucking fail. I botch.
Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, this is the time when I actually want you to listen in. All right then. You hear nothing. The employee is in the store, like frantically typing a number into the store telephone, but you can't make out anything he says at all. Meanwhile, your victim, that you may or may not have heard with a concussion or something, you don't actually know, running away with Shanty at high speed. While the other shop owners kind of converge on you, except Miss Turner, who kind of stays back and looks worried. But they're all coming closer. Also, except the Hot Topic guy. He's still in his Hot Topic smoking. That doesn't fucking care. What an asshole. But like these Starbucks employees, they're coming closer to you. You don't know why yet.
Meanwhile,
Uh,
a few strides ahead, Shanty turns around and like frantically nods at you to follow.
I was just
I follow.
yeah.
Also, the moment you pass the ice cream store, Miss Turner, like just stands in the hallway, trying to obscure you running away from the others.
Aww.
Oh, how nice of her.
Absolutely wonderful.
Like she can't exactly hide you or anything, but she does what she can. Because kids will be kids. Plus, you did say you take it to a hospital.
Yep.
Obviously.
Totally wasn't lying or anything.
Not at all. Anyway, so yeah, Connor, Mitch, what are you doing?
Running after those other guys, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you will
Yeah,
have to
I'll
get
follow.
through the Starbucks employees, who, as you know, are all trained fighters in martial arts. No,
And
they're not.
absolutely vicious.
No, they're not. If one of
Have
the
you
one of,
seen
they
Black
all
Fridays?
they all pull out their switchblades, try to stop you. No, it'd be pretty cool, like the Starbucks gang. Snap
They
their
all pull out
fingers.
their nunchucks made out of Starbucks cups.
No, switchblades
Oh
and
yeah,
finger snapping.
obviously.
Anyway, yeah. No, the Starbucks guys and like some customers too, who are mostly interested in what's happening. They're not actively standing in your way, but the Starbucks guys are, because some reason you didn't hear any of that. So yeah, they're trying to stop you by let's kind of going. Okay, hey, no, stay there, kids. All right, don't worry, the police will be here soon. We can clear this up. Nothing to worry about, right? Right?
So, as I'm like running towards, I will throw my skateboard onto the ground, and then like ollie up and like a wall ride around them for a bunk.
Wow.
This is my bunk, by the way, as I'm going to be using a cantrip.
All right.
I will be using level 1 cantrip prop to essentially fucking do a sick ass ollie and wall grind around them using Wayfair 1.
Brilliant. Love it.
Sweet.
What is my bonus for the bunk?
Ooh. Is that just something like? Is it a single number or is that stat related?
So the way that cantrips work is that the base difficulty for cantrip is 8. This is
Right.
pretty hard. You reduce this by performing bunks. Really simple and easy bunks.
Oh, right. I know. I remember that.
yeah.
I know what you mean.
The more
Okay,
complicated bunk, like if you wanted, I could make like an athletics dexterity roll to make sure I don't fuck this up and face plan. I could do a number of things that you want, really. But yeah, it's up to you to decide like how much of a how
Sorry,
much is
my
lowest
mic got
difficulty.
disconnected there. I wanted to say, since you're using a skateboard and it's a pretty rad move and all, that's already 1 difficulty less. I want you to roll Dex and Athletics, which should
Alright.
be no problem for you.
Difficulty?
6. You have that. Easy.
I also have perfect balance to reduce the difficulty.
Oh yeah, You have it.
So I
Easily.
got like fucking 5 successes.
Yeah, you got that. Let's
Sweet.
put the bunk thingy on like difficulty 6 then.
Okay.
Because
So I'll spend a.
you're a skater, you're a professional, you know what you're doing there.
I wish I was professional.
Well, yeah, not professional, but you know.
All right, so
Ooh.
I'll spend a point of willpower. Fuck it.
Okay, you got it.
I will get 1 success as I manage to properly vault over these nerds.
You
Radical!
you put your skateboard down in a fluid motion. You take off, jump against the wall, jump off the wall, and you're away. At a moment there, it almost seems like you're losing your balance and you fall down, but you fuck it, you totally got this. And
I got this, motherfuckers.
people are amazed at your skills. Just wow. Even the hot topic guy looks up from his cigarette, just kind of gives you a small nod, then goes back to his cigarette. Johnny just kind of looks onto this whole thing, like unmoving. Like you can't tell what he's up for, but you kind of pass him on the way out. Matter of fact, if you look behind you, you can see him starting to move out with you, just going slowly. Because like he's not gonna wait for the cops to show up. They know him. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, that's Billy out and hopefully free. Shanty.
As Billy like lands,
No, Shanty.
he will turn around, throw up the horns, continue riding.
God damn it. One Starbucks employee shakes his fist at you. Just, I'll get you. Darn kids, get off my lawn. Okay, Kevin.
Get off my Starbucks.
Kevin, what are you doing? They're distressed, kind of distracted right now, so that might be your chance.
Yeah, I'll just run to my goddamn car.
You just run past them.
Yeah.
Well, we're heading for the towards
Yeah.
the car as well.
I want to say that is so brazen it will just work. They're looking after Billy on his 6 skateboard, and you just come in, shove them aside, and off you go. You're gone.
Yeah.
Don't even have to roll for that. Fuck it. Okay, so you probably approach the parking space at about the same time, mostly because Shanty is slowed down by carrying another guy.
Yeah.
So what is your plan from here?
Get the guy in
Get
the car
your
and get
ass
in myself.
in.
Say drive.
Drive on, cowboy!
Now here's
Get your ass
something.
in.
Okay, yeah, here's something that Shanty would know just by a measure of a family. The police station is like 5 minutes away.
Ah.
So if they want to be there, they'll be there in no fucking time.
Yeah.
And they know Shanty very well, actually. They know Johnny. They know about Kevin. More like because everyone knows about Kevin and his tragic backstory.
Yep.
They probably would not know Billy unless he got into trouble for skating in a place where he shouldn't skate. It depends. Like, did you?
Depends. I mean, did they catch Billy?
That's a good question. Want to roll for it?
Sure. What do you want me to roll?
You know what? Let's roll a D4.
D4. I rolled a 1.
1. They caught you at one time, but you got away, and they don't know what you look like. They don't know your name.
Sweet.
Rather close call, though. Let's say you were
Legit.
trying to skate in like the public fountain or some shit. They didn't like that.
Tried to do a sick grind off the public fountain.
Yeah,
They
they
were
didn't
too
like that.
jealous.
at all, but you got away there undetected, whatever. Like flipping them the bird on the way out. Radical.
Sweet.
Fucking skater fang. I wonder what would have happened with the elf. Your elf character. Oh well.
Cops would have shown up. I would have negotiated very politely with the cops, and then would have gone back to school.
Radical.
Radical. You can see
Anyway.
why I didn't play the fucking elf.
So you're in the parking space. Mitch, will you allow them into your car?
Yes. In
Yay!
fact, I'll yell at them, "Get your fucking ass in! We're going!"
Get in, bitches. We're going road tripping.
Also, Johnny will also be there. Just approach the car and lift himself up into like the pickup space behind it, like the what do you
All
call
right, I guess you're coming too.
it? What do you yeah in the like the what do you call that thing? The cargo space kind of
The
trunk?
truck bed.
trunk bed. Yeah,
Trunk.
he just lifts himself up with no effort and just boom, he's in there. Just go drive.
Yeah, and I'm
Like-
going to fucking floor it.
Hell yeah!
Now here's the question.
All the while Shanty's whooping excitedly.
Here's the question: if your car can actually make that. Do I want you to roll for that or not? I kind of do. What do you roll for, like, using a machine? I think that was... Oh, no, wait, that would just be drive, right?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, drive and maybe... nothing else, to be honest.
It'd generally be like dexterity or wits plus drive.
Yeah, let's go
do
with the
wits.
dex.
No, let's do wits. Wits and drive. It's a stressful situation. You have to have your wits about you right now.
All right, and what is the difficulty?
6. Still 6.
I have a merit that will reduce this to 4.
Sweet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wheelman.
That's
Difficulty on
totally...
driving maneuvers is reduced by 2.
All right, then roll that, and yeah, no
4
problem.
successes.
No fucking problem. The car starts up like it's not a total piece of shit, surprisingly enough.
I am likely going, I am of course before doing this, I will smack the steering wheel a bit and say, "Work, damn it,"
Ah!
and it
Nice.
works.
That's like lovingly, really. Just
Yeah, loving.
work them.
Yeah, not really angry. It's just, come on,
Don't
work.
make Daddy angry. Look, look at what you made me did. Bam.
Okay, now
Although, real quick before we go on, Connor, that
Yes.
I'm sorry, that smacking is kind of driving me a bit insane.
it's
What?
a bit, yeah. You're smacking. You're smacking.
I think that's probably because you hear me eating.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
that's
it.
the one. That's what's driving me insane.
That's fair. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I will
Stop.
ram your microphone down your throat, Connor.
Okay.
You don't have long enough arms,
Okay.
motherfucker.
Connor.
Don't
Okay,
test
Connor,
me.
if you're eating, please do it away from the mic, okay? That's please, Connor, don't be a child. You're the youngest here, but don't be a child. Anyway, Mitch,
Nerd.
in the distance, you can hear sirens approaching.
Oh
What do you do?
shit!
What do you do?
Floor it.
All right. So you floor it and just go screaming, tires screeching out of the parking space into the street.
Yes.
What way are you going?
Away from the cars, or away from the police, obviously.
Well, the police are coming from inside the town, so you are just going. Okay, you can go either to the trailer park or out of town entirely.
Out of town entirely.
Fair enough. So you do that. You take a hard right or a hard, let's say a hard right. You take a hard right and vroom, out of town, like towards the city limits, and then into, well, fuck me, it would probably be plains. I don't think there's a lot like
Yeah.
plains and fields and like cattle farms or shit like that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Um. Here's why I asked if you wanna how you wanna leave, because since you left with screeching tires, obviously the police will follow the car that left with screeching tires
Oh shit.
instead of the one that would have just left normally, like a normal person. So
Yeah, but
if you
this
look in
baby's
the
gonna outrun them.
if you look probably if you look in the do you have a rear view mirror?
I'm gonna go with yes, but it's a little cracked.
Okay, so in one half of your cracked mirror, you can see a police car coming into view, sirens blazing, the lights spinning, and obviously going after you.
Obviously.
Now, the upside is, as you all know, the police in your shitty little town, the police in Dockditch, isn't exactly well funded, so their cars are old and kind of crappy. So it's not like they will instantly overtake you. And you also know they have kind of a policy of not shooting on sight. Since none of you is black. No.
I was about to say, wait a second, I thought this was America.
They will not shoot you until they can identify what race you are, but then all bets are off. No, that's actually a bit too dark. No. They have a policy of not using their weapons if they don't have to. Mainly because they want to be
enough to get bullets.
Well, that's one point, but there were also some incidents in the last years. You vaguely heard of them. Shanty knows it because of her father, because he was probably involved.
Her?
Because of his father, because he was involved in some of them.
Yeah.
It was a whole kerfuffle. Bottom line is, they don't shoot as often anymore. Good for you.
Yay.
Now, Mitch, you have a police car on your ass. And you're going in. That was Connor leaving. That was.
Oh, heck.
There he is again.
That's
Okay.
kind of back.
And you're going into what is essentially plain fields without any hiding opportunity. What are you gonna do?
Floor it until we get out of the town?
The plan is incredibly simple. I'm gonna keep going.
Just gonna Thelma and Louise it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what do we roll here? Probably drive against drive?
That sounds about right.
Well, first of all, the police car. Someone in the police car will get out the big speaker thing and just go, just stop the car. Drive to the side and stop the car and get out. We will open fire if you don't stop the car. Stuff like that.
Shanty from the back of the car going like, oh shit, it's the first! Floor it!
It's a 5-0. Oh no. You couldn't get us. So, Mitch, what are you doing?
Well, first of all, I'm going to shout back, or shout to those idiots in my back seat. What the fuck have you assholes gotten me into? I was just gonna quietly leave town, but no! Now I'm in a goddamn high-speed chase. At least tell me why.
Johnny will stick his head in through your, what I assume, a destroyed back window. And
Oh,
just
yeah,
go,
obviously.
and just go, you're the one running from the law. Good idea, by the way. Goes back out, then comes back in. You dumbass.
Well, technically speaking, we ain't running. We're more like driving.
Have I ever told you, little brother, you are super fucking creepy?
Johnny puts his head back in and looks to Shanty. Semantics won't help us.
Wow.
Anyway.
You do have some good points sometimes.
All right. The police car obviously will try to run you off the road because that's standard procedure. So I guess I have to roll a drive thing.
They can fucking try.
They can and they will. I need a generic human stat. I'd say probably like
Yeah, I'll
4.
fucking Tokyo drift their asses.
You know what? I'm just gonna
Except
roll a
I
7.
don't know if that movie's come out yet.
No, in 1991, no. Anyway, I'm just gonna roll this. I'm just gonna roll a 7 here because I don't have the stats in front of me. I didn't expect to make up stats for a police chase. Like, fuck it, let's just gun it out of town, whatever.
Yep.
Fucking Mitch. I expected this from Connor, not you, Mitch.
What?
You're supposed to be the sensible one, not the gung-ho driving guy.
What do you expect from me?
To be the sensible one. Oh, that actually makes it.
Oh, fuck
Mitch,
you.
Mitch, I want you to.
Wits
Mitch,
driving
I need
or
driving.
dexterity driving?
I need driving and dex here.
All
At a
right.
difficulty
and
of 7, but you can lower that to like by 2.
I lower that to 5.
All right. Yeah, 7 then.
Yep. Which I lower to 5.
Very nice.
3 success.
Okay, and I had even. The police car comes up behind you, goes slightly to the left of you, and tries to ram your left bumper to spin you around, like spin you out of control. Obviously, you being the competent driver that you are, and the one who's seen a lot of police shows on TV, I guess, knows what to expect, and you easily compensate for it. Right now, basically, you're at a stalemate. The cop can't spin you around, but you can't really get away like this. What are you doing? It's your turn now.
Let's see.
If one of the others want to do something, please go ahead too.
So, Connor,
What up?
I have 2 dots in Wayfair.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Do you have enough dots and prop?
I have 2 dots in prop.
I don't remember if that's enough, but let's just say that it's enough.
To affect a police car or your own car?
My own car, which when you checked my sheet, if you remember, I have 4 dots in chimeric item.
Yeah.
All of which are in my goddamn car.
Yeah. So you wanna bring it into the real world? Or something?
No, what he's going to do is use a cantrip on his car, the second dot of Wayfair.
Okay.
So, what are you going to do for a bunk, Mitchell? What crazy shit do you feel like doing?
If anyone else wants to help out with this, you totally can.
How do you?
Okay, for a bunk, it's basically the more special. I explained it to you. The more special it is, the easier the roll is. Like if you do
but
like.
How do we help out with the bank?
Good question. Any ideas?
I don't know. It's whatever Mitchell wants to do for a bunk.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
I mean, you're already
prob-
doing a crazy Tokyo drift, right?
Yeah, except I'm not really thinking that doing some sort of shit like that would really do much, since it has
It's
to be weird.
it's a
all
straight
right.
road right now. If you want to drift, it's a bit like where do you want to drift
Hold on.
to?
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. No, I know exactly what I'm going to do to help with this bunk.
Oh,
I'm going to lean forward with a CD and put it into the radio. And we're going to assume that it
Yes.
works. I need to find the fucking song.
You know what? You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I have the best idea. I'm going to reach over to my glove compartment, open it, pull out a pull out about a foot-long flame decal that is lying around in there.
because of this.
Grab it and then slam it down onto to the outside or reach out my window and slam it down onto my car and quickly flatten it down.
Oh,
And I
that's
haven't bothered flattening it down.
that is
By
so
the way,
dumb
this
and
is
so great.
This is the song I begin playing in the car radio.
A deja vu thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Meanwhile, Shanty stand. Is there a sunroof in this car?
Deja vu.
No.
In that case, he just
But
leans out of the window and like does the
oh, wait
devil
a minute.
horns.
Wait a minute.
Yeah?
What seat are you in?
I don't know.
Because being a older truck, while I do have like it's kind of the 1.5 or row or there is the back row, but it is more of a like the seats lean forward to get in and out of the back seats,
Mm-hmm.
meaning if you are on the passenger side, there is no door.
I do know this. Actually, fuck it. I can see it. I was actually thinking that Shanty just hopped right into the passenger the passenger seat. Because,
Yes.
yeah.
Again,
So
no door.
he's just gonna fucking lean all the way out of the door, stand there with one foot inside the car and the other foot fucking flailing in the air, and he's gonna he's gonna throw up the devil horns and go like, "You'll never take us alive, cover!" as a bunk.
So all of what we're really doing is organizing together to create a larger bunk. So it'll be up to him to see how far we get with this. I, by the way, currently listening to that song right now.
Fuck yes.
I tried to find it in the jukebox, but it's not. I would have to upload it.
Damn it.
And what do I roll?
It is going to be your rating in the arts plus your lowest rating realm that you're using for this. So it's basically going to be your number of Wayfarer dots plus your number of dots in prop, and they'll be your
Yeah.
die pool.
All right.
What exactly are you trying to do, Mitch?
He's making his car go fast.
Yeah, I'm becoming. Actually, no, wait. Caltrops out of nowhere. Or road spikes out of fucking nowhere.
Do you have the right cantrip for this?
Or, oh yeah, Wayfarer, so I'm just going to become the fast.
So fucking jet engine. So
I
the
am-
fucking jet engines begin whirling up and takes off at fucking turbo speed. Ludicrous speed,
well,
actually.
I appreciate you not trying to kill the cops that are following you.
Yeah.
First of all, that would be, I don't know, very uncalled for.
Yeah, so,
All right. I mean, let's see.
So
We have
it's
to.
normally
We have to flame.
difficulty 7, and then it gets lowered by bunks.
We have the flame decal. That's -1 easily, because it's
The
cool.
flame decal, the
Yep.
Eurobeat.
The Eurobeat one, another -1, obviously.
Meh. The disrespecting authority, that's, well, it's
That
very
doesn't
youthful.
come into here, sadly.
Oh. So all the stuff I did was for nothing.
So minus
My
2
bunk doesn't count.
makes 5.
I mean, it. I tell you what. I'll tell you what. It won't count for the bunk, but it'll count for
It will
some.
count for style.
It'll count for some at
Okay.
least, yeah. Did you just roll, Mitch? No.
2 successes.
There we go. That's enough. So, like I said, the police car tries to spin you out of control. Didn't manage it, but you managed to keep on the road, and then your magic kicks in. Your car develops. What do you say? Well, let's say jet engines, right? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Your chimerical hot rod sprouts 2 or 3 gigantic jet engines and and a tiny spoiler on top, just tiny.
Yeah,
Doesn't even
yeah.
work, just for dapper style. And you take off. You just at one moment you're here, next point gone. And just before you're out of sight, just before you actually take off, Shanty does his thing, and Johnny turns around and just flips them the finger. And then you're fucking
Yeah.
gone.
Obviously.
You leave the cop car easily behind because, quite frankly, they don't even know what's happening right now. It'll take them a while to actually build up the speed to actually follow you. They might just give
Eat
up.
my
We'll see.
eat my fucking dust, you goddamn pigs.
Now, how long would that cantrip last?
You say it so calmly. It's adorable.
How long would that cantrip last?
It should say right in the description. Let's see. I think it's like a number of rounds equal to fuck. I don't know.
I think it's points or
One
something.
sec. By the way, it also takes a point of glamour to activate that cantrip. Just so you know.
Alright, so I will go down by 1 glamour.
No, you'd later.
Just for the next turn.
Oh, okay, so then
All right.
later I'll go back up to 5.
So how many successes did you get?
2.
He got 2.
So you quadruple the speed of your car for the next turn.
Oh, fuck.
As every success you get doubles your speed.
And a turn is how long?
Turn is however long you want it to be.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like
3 to
10
10 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see, 10 seconds. Suddenly you become 4 times as fast. They don't know what hit you. Yeah. First of all,
never see it coming.
they will not see it coming. In fact, let's see if they actually keep going. I'm just gonna roll like their drive with like a higher difficulty. No, sadly they don't just give up and spin out of control. That'd be great. Drive off the road, hit a ramp, flow through you. No. Yeah, they will still follow you, but you're out of the sight right now. Problem is, it's still a straight road. There's not a lot, to hide. They know kind of where you're going.
Yeah, one way I could go.
There's not a lot of shit around. But for now, you're out of their sight, and they will take a while to catch up. Because right now, you obviously have the superior car. Now, I want you guys to roll me something to essentially find a hiding space or something. Or if you have a better idea, just out with it. That would be perception and I want to say investigation.
All right.
Yeah.
Difficulty? I probably fucked that up.
Difficulty 6.
Oh, I got 1 success then.
1, yeah.
Perception
that
and
is-
investigation, you say.
Perception, investigation.
like it's not that hard. It's basically you like looking over the field, seeing if there's like another road to go into or something.
And difficulty 6, you said?
Yeah, so you're good.
3 successes! Jesus Christ.
Match is
Why do I
good.
have
You
so
are
much
yeah.
investigation?
You're good. I don't even have to roll. Actually, I'm gonna roll for Johnny too, because why not? He's there.
Johnny.
Well, I say perception and investigation.
Well,
Fucking slated.
Johnny doesn't even know where he is right now, let alone where you have to go. That is terrible. Look at that.
he's having trouble comprehending the fact that you are currently on Earth.
That is
Fucking
He's-
murdered that
He's doing his
motherfucker.
best. He's doing his best. Okay, he's trying really hard.
He's He's such a fucking idiot character. God damn it. All right. Uh, all of you except Johnny, who is just lost somewhere in his own dream, I guess. Whatever. Who knows? He's just cloud casing. He doesn't know what's happening.
Where am I? What's going on? Oh, pretty colors.
All of you see a different possible thing to either hide or drive off to. There is an old farm near you with like a little dirt road. Has been abandoned for like 20 years or so. Nobody ever goes there. Nobody's there anymore. Nothing. There's nothing there. But there might be a place to hide the car and just kind of, stay quiet for a while. Because the police will not search every possible venue there, especially not for a bunch of teenagers. So,
I am a fan of quiet.
old farm and barn. The second one is uh, there's a little lake which is like half overgrown with a thick forest. Might be another hiding place. Certainly big enough to hide the car somewhere like under bushes and crap.
Yay, bushes and crap.
The third one is to honestly just to keep driving into the direction and build up more speed. And you're fairly sure that would work. Like let's say 90% chance the police will just more or less lose interest as you go further and further away.
Sweet.
What you want to do is your decision here.
Shandy's gonna point at the farm. We can hide there!
It seems like a good idea to me, little bruh.
All right, let's fucking go for that. I guess. Let's go for that.
Fair enough. So you turn into a sharp left onto the dirt road, like showering the entire front of your car with who knows how old dust and stones and shit. And you approach an old barn. It's a sturdy barn, like metal and all, still standing tall, not missing any walls. Easily,
Metal and all, still
Yeah.
standing tall. This is sounding like a song.
easily enough place for the car and you if you want to hide in the same place. There's also a really old farmhouse there which has seen much better days. Like the roof is caved in, the door is missing. It's the kind of place where you expect a wild coyote or something.
The coyote.
The coyote.
The coyote.
Coyote.
So yeah, you probably stop.
Yodi.
You probably stop
Yeah.
between barn and house, and there you go. What do you do?
I say we just hide.
Also, the police sirens at the moment no longer hearable. So at least that far
The
away.
moment we are still enough to, not hurt ourselves when we get out of the car, Shandy tumbles out, whooping loudly with his arms in the air. Woo! Lost them! Hell yeah! Eat it, coppers!
Johnny will
Shoosh.
Johnny will jump out of the bag and go. They don't give up so easily.
I'm sure they probably will.
They will not.
These guys are
Besides,
generally lazy.
They
Wait,
Oh,
Johnny will.
yeah, they're
Wait,
lazy They're
wait.
lazy assholes. They probably just want to go back to eating some fucking donuts or
Johnny,
donuts and
no, wait,
harassing other
wait.
people.
Johnny will get into Kevin's face, kind of just go. They will not. Prepare to defend yourself.
What?
He's just ready to fight. It's just whatever. Let's punch. Let's kill some fuckers. Let's kill them all.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Johnny. You can hear them sirens going away, can't you?
They'll be back soon.
Well, we should probably leave before. We should probably leave sooner than they come back. Yeah.
Yeah, we just leave. That's all we gotta do. And the wide open road is where we're gonna go.
Yeah, bruh.
So what's your plan right now? Just hide for the moment and then follow just the road again?
Sounds pretty good, bruh.
Yep,
Sounds like a plan.
I ain't got no objection.
All right.
I
In
ain't saying no.
Action.
in that case, I want a that would be probably craft, maybe.
Craft?
Maybe craft. Maybe.
From who?
All of you.
Craft and what?
Craft and decks to
Okay.
build a prop like to hide the car properly. Because just driving it into the barn might not be enough.
Hmm.
I don't know what the difficulty was, but hopefully it wasn't too bad.
It was
0 successes.
it was a 6, so at least Connor has something.
Okay, I
3
have
successes.
a merit called Master Craftsman, which is for building, repairing, and designing. I get to reduce difficulty by 2.
Sweet.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
fuck.
Okay, so
Ah fuck.
well, I guess Johnny has to
Wow.
roll too. Otherwise, Connor has to work alone. Oh
Well,
dear.
shit then.
Oh dear. I don't even have craft, so that's.
Neither do I.
Oh, so that's even more difficult then. That's it's +1. Shit. Nope.
Could
Well,
we argue that we could go with survival instead of craft?
you know what? Okay. So that Connor doesn't have to do all the work alone. Let's try with survival again.
Yeah,
God, that would.
because survival is something I actually have.
Yeah,
2 successes.
right. And Johnny also helps. Mitch, do you have survival? You do have one.
I suppose.
Come on, you can do
I
it.
mean,
You got this.
and once again, Master Craftsman. Hopefully I won't be complete shit. Okay, 3
Hey!
successes. I actually know what the hell I'm doing.
All right. So all of you. Honestly, I kind of want you to do an AT montage here as you drive the car into the barn
80s montage.
and just try and hide it in a way that it won't be visible from the outside or to a cursory glance. How you do
Yeah.
that is up to you, but you certainly have the successes to do it properly. You can also take
Well,
a
we could
look in
just.
you can also take a look in the house for more things.
Yeah. We'll just, check out the barn and stuff. Maybe just hide the car in the barn.
Yep. You go into the barn?
The bar?
Barn.
Yes.
What all is in the barn?
The barn is filled with essentially crap. Crap and scrap. There's old
Oh shit. Essential crap.
there's old plywood half rotten away, some metal frames, some metal plates, aluminium probably, and like old God, I don't want to say carpets, but kind of like old pieces of cloth. Honestly, all kinds of random bullshit that you don't know what it was used for, but it's clearly not being used for anything anymore right now. Let's just say your car, if properly hidden from like outright sight, would just fit in because it's also
Yeah.
rusted to shit, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So what are you doing?
Well,
Uh, I
going on board
mean,
with the goddamn cloth. We can cover the entire car in this and make it look like it's just an disused tractor or something.
Maybe.
yeah, that sounds like a good fucking idea.
Holy shit, I gotta mark this day in the calendar. I got 2 good ideas in one day.
What's the first one?
Well, going here. Barn thing.
Ah, I thought you meant the ice cream.
Shit, that makes it 3.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Um,
No! Or rather, I
after
don't
you
know.
after you spend about, I want to say, not even 10 minutes on hiding the car, and you're doing a pretty good job, you can hear in the distance the sirens again. But they slower. They sound like they come in slower than before. So obviously they're looking for something.
Yeah, and let's fucking go into the barn.
You're already in the bar.
Yeah.
How's about we go into the house? There's, you know, several floors we can hide on and stuff. Also, I have this nagging feeling that the GM wants us to go there.
Oh no.
Probably gonna get murdered in there.
No, seriously, it's just hiding places. Like don't feel like obligated to visit everything I point out. That would be stupid.
Does this barn have a hayloft?
It does,
Oh my god, Shanty goes out there immediately.
but oh dear.
Oh?
Okay, in that case I want you to roll acrobatics and dex.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Athletics and dex. There's no acrobatic skill.
Sorry, athletics and dex. They both start with A. Almost the same thing.
2 successes.
Oh yeah, you have that. Fuck it. I wanted to say like difficulty 8, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, Shanty climbs up the hayloft with like an old ladder that's still there. Like for no reason really, like a squirrel. Just and up.
Yep.
And the moment you step foot on the hayloft, the wood below you creaks and whips up dust and dirt.
Ooh.
Now,
Now that ain't a good sound.
luckily, you're fast enough to jump back onto the ladder and hold on for dear life as the hayloft crumbles down and falls to the ground in a heap of old rotten wood. And the ladder following it. However,
Oh
Alright.
fuck, I hope they didn't hear that shit.
you manage to roll away from the ladder safely and just kind of stand up, like after a gymnastics routine, and just bow. Did it.
Alright. As proud as I am of having had 2 good ideas in one day, that one was not one.
That was pretty loud.
Shit.
The question is, was anyone outside to hear it? You can't tell right now. You're inside the barn.
I sure shit hope not.
Also, the sirens. The sirens have gotten so close that they stopped moving. You know, you don't hear the Doppler effect thing anymore.
Well,
Ooh.
And then they turn
that
off.
ain't good.
Is there like a window that I can peer through?
No, but the barn door is wide enough so you can just look through without being seen.
Kind of peek my head out. Are the sirens nearby there?
The street from whence you came.
Yeah.
Street from whence you came.
From whence you
From
came.
whence you came. On the street is a police car. Sirens out, and you can see 2 uniformed officers exiting. One of them taking a shotgun with him,
No.
Oh my god.
and them just
Hey.
pointing in different directions and like talking. You can't hear anything, but you can see them pointing and being rather energetic about it. Like they kind of, they seem to be kind of angry. Probably about the whole car chase thing. One of them points to the lake and seems to discuss something. The other points to the barn you're in, and they talk a bit.
Shit.
Suck at your back. I don't actually say that. Guys, I think they know we're in the barn.
I think you're right.
50-50 chance.
Fuck.
Is there another exit out of this barn?
Well, yes, there is another set of big doors on the other side, but you haven't tried to open that yet.
Gonna try and open it.
Yeah.
It rattles, but the lock and it's secured by a big old rusted chain. Now, with the right tools, that chain would be no obstacle whatsoever, but to tiny teenager hands, yeah, kind of an issue.
Shit.
I
At
mean,
least it's
isn't
not-
that why
at
we
least
have
There's a
Johnny?
cantrip?
At least it's not cold iron.
That would be terrible and a really bad chain.
Yeah, it would be.
Just pointing out.
If you want to ask Johnny to help, do it. Like, just do it.
Hey,
Yeah, just-
little
yeah.
bruh, could you
looks-
pop the chains on this? Think you can do it?
Looks to you, looks at the chain, and then just doesn't say a word, goes over to the chain and tries to just rip it apart. Let's say that would be strength and maybe brawl?
Strength and more strength.
Strength and more strength, yes. Strength and intimidation. Fuck this chain.
Absolutely. Scare that chain right off of itself.
No, I think it would just be brawl because that's all he does. He's just literally just ripping the chain and all,
He's a brawler.
but trying to. Okay, does anyone want to help him in any way?
Yeah, Shanty's gonna give him some help by, doing the whole thing with helping him trying to rip it by holding around his waist and pulling.
Okay, because he is a troll, but it's still an iron chain. It's a lot. I'm gonna say difficulty 8. That's with Shanty helping.
To be fair, Shanty isn't all that much help.
Look at that.
Eee.
So, with Shanty's, let's say it, moral support more than anything,
Yeah, you can do it. Come on.
Johnny grips two links of the train and just starts to twist it around and kind of pull it apart. And after like about half a minute of that, the train slowly deforms and one of the links breaks. And he pulls the train apart, and there you go.
Whoa.
Sweet.
What a badass bitch.
And he looks at the train, looks down, to pathetic.
What a fucking tool.
By the way, if you look at him though,
Oh,
if you look at
God.
him though, he's sweating. That was not as easy as it looked. Like at all.
Smooth.
He's
What a fucking champion.
he is a cunt. What can I say? Now those doors are open. You can look through the like the thing, the rift
Yeah,
between them.
peek inside.
What no, you peek outside because you're inside, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they open towards the like the field, which by the way is overgrown with like weeds and shit. Like okay, except for Johnny, you could all hide up to your necks in that. Johnny will
Sweet.
stand out a bit more, obviously. But he can crawl. He can like squat, I guess. And
All
okay,
right.
but then you also hear footsteps approaching, and more than that, the voices of the two officers talking like over each other. You can't hear a lot, but it's basically just a bantering because one of those teens are in here. They're gonna kill us. They're gonna jump us from the rafters and just stab us. And the other guy, you watch too much shitty movies, John.
And then we stab them from the rafters. No.
Yeah!
That'd be awesome, though. That'd be so awesome.
A little bit,
No,
yeah.
you can hear. You watch too much
no.
shitty movies, John. Just come on. I secure you. You open the door, just like in training.
Yeah.
And and you know why? No, you don't even say it. You know I have the gun because you just shoot everyone that moves. Shitty behavior, John. Shitty behavior.
Okay.
You hear? Wait,
I'm gonna
real
point
quick.
towards the
Okay, you first. Go ahead.
cornfield and begin sneaking my way over.
Yeah. As you sneak away, you can hear a cock of shotgun, like really loud.
Oh,
As the
fuck.
door slowly creaks open.
Best cops ever.
Absolutely.
They don't expect to find you, not really, but this is good in a report, you know. We had to sneak into a barn under cover under gun cover, shit like that. We're afraid for our lives. We want to race.
What a bunch of tools.
They're assholes,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're small town cops. Anyway, so you sneak away into the field, basically. Johnny will follow you rather stoically, but he will also, squat to not get shot in the fucking face, because that would suck. So he kind of does this little duck walk thing.
Waddle, 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 waddle,
Waddle,
waddle.
waddle, I'm hidden. Now, will you stay together, or will you kind of spread out?
Kind of spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us a less of a chance of being spotted and being
Fair.
shot in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Johnny McShotgun over there.
Can any of you
Shanty-
Can any of you still see inside the barn? Like, do you stay close enough to do so, or not?
I think Shanty squirreled his way as far away as he could.
Fair.
So he's probably the one who's furthest away from
Yeah.
the barn.
Johnny will also not stay near the barn.
I'll actually stay somewhat close to the barn.
You're afraid for your car, that's fair.
Yeah.
And Connor?
I will stay a little bit farther away from the barn.
All right, so the only one with any balls here is Mitch. Right. Mitch, or rather Kevin, you see glimpses of what's happening in the barn because obviously you don't have a whole field of view. The two cops
Yeah.
go in. One has the gun at ready, just points in random direction like he probably has seen in an action movie.
Hoo, ha, hoo.
Yeah, basically. The other one goes, "Stop showing off, you asshole. Look for the
You look
car.
like such a cock.
You look like such an idiot. Look for the car. Can't believe they took away my gun." Ugh. And okay, shotgun cop looks at the pile of scrap where you parked your, well, what looks like an old abandoned tractor right now, uh, and whips away part of the covering with his gun. Just looks at it. Yeah, it's just some rusted old shit under here, probably some farm machine. You see anything? And then nothing. But you can see the cop with the shotgun look over to presumably his colleague and get a more serious look on his face, and then go
Oh
over.
dear.
And then all is quiet. Actually, way too quiet.
Shandy don't like this, nope, and not a single bit.
Well, to be fair, you three, like Billy, Shanty, and Johnny, don't actually notice that. They can't see what's happening. They
Yeah,
only hear that
Shandy's just
they hear that the
hiding.
muffled voices are gone now, but only Kevin can see what's happening, sort of. Want to do anything, Mitch?
I am going to remain as still as possible, as still and quiet as possible.
Fuck these nerds. They can just die.
One of the cops, the one without the shotgun, comes outside the door you used, outside the back door, and looks over the field. At nothing in particular. He obviously doesn't see you. Looks back and shakes his head. Then shotgun guy comes out, does the same, and Mitch, I want you to roll stealth.
Oh boy, dexterity stealth?
Stealth and is your dex higher than your survival?
Or
Actually, what am I saying? No, stupid. Never mind. I could just look, by the way. I want to
dex
say
higher than...
dex is your highest. Use your dex.
Yay!
Um, if you want to
Difficulty
do anything, if you
6?
want to do anything to make this easier on you, right now it's at a 5 because you're hidden behind the weeds and shit.
Yeah, and I don't have the, like, chicanery thing.
Yeah, so you would. It's
Chicanery.
So I can't do cantrips.
you also don't have stealth, so that's a 6 for you.
Oh boy. I'm... I think I can make this.
You have a good chance.
Oh boy, let's do this.
Yeah.
Nicely
Heck.
done.
I
Nicely done.
am as stealthy
Sweet.
I'm stealthy as fuck.
Shotgun cop scans the horizon, looks in your direction, and for the shortest of moments, almost seems like he recognized something and is about to walk towards you, but then just shakes his head and says to his friend, "There's nothing here, you asshole. Why you whip me into a panic like that? Come on, I have a gun." Ugh. This is why accidents happen, you know. And the other guy shrugs and just, okay, probably some animal that broke the thing. Fine. Let's check the lake. And they just go, not even closing the door. You can hear them
Sweet.
marching away, just bickering amongst themselves.
Well, that could have
Uh,
gone worse.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Johnny Johnny just stands up and suddenly he's fully visible, just head and shoulders easily over the weeds. Just not even caring because they're gone, whatever.
Whatevs.
goes over to Shanty, just lifts him up. Time to go.
Shanty just pretty much hangs there like a kitten. Like, okay.
He just actually looks at Shanty. You weigh nothing. Disappointing.
My mom says smoke can stunt your growth. I ain't ever smoked in my life though, so she's got to be the one who done it.
Hmm.
Johnny looks at you. Wait.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah, Johnny looks at you. Again, disappointing, but for different reasons. And you suddenly, okay, Shanty, you suddenly remember Johnny never talked about his parents actually.
Oh,
You assume you know his father because of business your dad did, but you're not sure.
you know, Johnny, it suddenly strikes me. I don't think I've actually met your parents.
Good. And then he goes towards the barn with you.
All right, fair stare.
Hey, Johnny, I don't know a lot about you. Perfect. Very glad to hear that.
Hmm. That's probably nothing. Probably nothing serious.
Now, the car's still there, and they didn't find you. However, if you look outside, the police car is still there, and they're clearly searching the lake. And they are still in view of the barn.
Oh, darn. Darn.
So what's your plan right now?
I'm sorry, 1 second. I'll be back in just a sec.
Okay.
Kevin
Then
disappears.
he died.
Kevin disappears in a cloud of smoke.
He just fucking exploded.
Yep.
They don't explode. Don't be silly. They melt.
Explosions! He just died.
I'm a bit disappointed that the cop with the shotgun didn't find him. Oh well.
Shotgun cop!
That would have been a
What,
nice
so you could
tense
ice his
stand.
fucking character?
That would have been a tense, nice tense standoff.
That's been very tense, yeah.
But oh well. Probably better if no one gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
Like
You
buckshot.
think? This isn't like fucking Major Vampire who can walk that shit off.
Yeah, I know. To be fair, it's only buckshot. Probably. Maybe. Who knows?
You know, buckshot still fucking kills people super dead, right?
Ah, pish posh. Next
Like
you're,
super fucking dead.
next you're saying guns kill people. They don't. People kill people. People with guns.
Yeah.
Guns don't kill people, bullets do.
And the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is harsher gun legislation.
Alright, see ya. See ya.
Let's wait for Mitch to come
What the
back.
fuck is Mitch doing?
I don't know, talking to someone.
Talking
Probably
on the phone,
jacking
I
off.
think.
Oh, heck, I actually have to head out, sorry.
Oh no.
Okay, then.
Wow!
All right, let's we can call it quits here actually.
We can.
After escaping from the cops.
Well, we played for 3 hours or so. That's a good time. And next time
Yeah.
maybe we
The
have
cops.
next time maybe Coops is in. And I actually forgot. I totally forgot
That's
about
okay.
Coops' character. Okay.
You know
You know what?
We can just say that her character hit with mine.
It,
That checks out too. That kind of
totally. They hid in the
Yep.
fields with you.
Yep.
They also tried to go up on the hayloft with you. It's like it's like one of those flashback episodes where the characters are suddenly in every scene.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Or
No, I
just
was there. Don't
slightly
remember?
off, or they're just slightly off screen.
Just slightly off color too, because they obviously got spliced in at a later date.
Yeah.
But I was there, don't you remember? And you're suddenly there in the background, handing you an utensil. So
Anyway, I have to go
that's okay.
head out and meet my parents for something.
Yep.
See
Bye.
ya.
That's fine.
See
Bye,
you,
Mitch.
nerd.
Okay, so let's give you XP. And we tell Mitch how much it is
Yeah.
later. Is this the same like in Mage?
A bit, yeah.
Okay. Let me look it up real quick so I don't do anything wrong.
Okay, fam.
Because what was the page again? Book should not have an index made out of 5 pages. That's insane. Nope. 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 Where is it? I saw this. I saw the page. Nope. Nope. Connor, help me. You're my only hope.
What?
Help me find the. I got it. Never mind. I found it. Page 175.
Good job.
I know. I know. There we go. Experience. Experience can be useful. Okay. Don't need to know that. Don't need to know that. All right. Never mind. It's apparently the wrong thing. No, there it is. There it is. Never mind. I'm dumb. Okay. The characters achieved all or part of the goals they set out to accomplish. I would say yes.
Absolutely.
You managed to escape, although in a rather haphazard way. You managed to hide. Right now, you're kind of safe.
Yep.
So that's
Mitch's character managed to get away from his dad.
well, that's backstory wise. He would have done that anyway.
I managed to buy some ice cream.
It's just you ran away from home. Oh. Anyway, so that's 1 point right there. And let's see. You also get 1 automatic, so that's 2.
Yay.
Did any one of you learn anything?
I learned that I know a lot less about Johnny than I thought I did.
I learned that Coops' character is a total bitch and can get and can get taken out with a skateboard.
That's to be fair, that's kind of my fault because you wasn't here to play him. I don't know. Learning curve probably doesn't apply quite yet, because all you learned is that you maybe shouldn't run from the police like that. That might be a bad idea, actually.
Nah.
So that's 1 automatic. Role playing, absolutely. Fuck it. So that's 3 points. Heroism. Not really. Like, not really. I mean, okay, Connor stopped a would-be shoplifter, or so he thought, with a skateboard, but no.
And I saved my friend from getting taken down by the fuzz.
The
No,
fuzz.
none of that is heroic in any way, shape, or form.
Damn it.
So that's 3. What else do we have? The character survives against harsh odds and grave dangers.
The fuzz?
Not really, to be honest.
They had a shotgun.
Yeah, but there were
They
also
did in
2
fact
idiots.
have a shotgun.
Mm,
Them being idiots with a firearm does not make them safer.
You're right, it actually makes it worse. Okay, you get that point. So
Hey.
that's 4. That's 4 XP points and 1 point for wisdom. The player, and thus the character, came up with a brilliant plan, or even a spontaneous strategy that enabled the troop to survive when it would likely have failed otherwise.
Oh my god.
I mean, nothing that you did I would describe as wise. Nothing.
Nope.
But you did come up with quite a bit of plan.
Yeah.
We did a
First
lot of
step,
planning.
run. Second step, drive.
Okay, I give you that one. Fuck it. 5 XP.
Yay.
And did I get a cool story out of this?
Probably. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. Tail crafting. Yeah, I got additional XP.
Sweet.
Yeah, Connor will just roll ahead here.
So 5 XP was it in total?
Yep.
Sweet.
5 total. And if you want to know experience point costs, that's page 176.
Thank you.
All right, in that case, I'm going to stop the recording here, but I hope you had fun.
Absolutely.
It was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I
Okay.
had fun.
Okay.